Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
Dímelo, mi gente. You already know this is Pawn Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moo Shot himself, aka El Adobo, El Sazón, El Borracho, El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this side of heaven. God bless you all. Good weather out here in New York City. Good weather out here. God bless each and every one of y'all, man. Y'all already know, man, this Saturday, we got fight night. Foster today, I say. ¿Qué está pasando con el Wi-Fi aquí? ¿Qué está pasando con el Wi-Fi? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. What's good? What's good? Everybody in the building. So far, El Messi, dímelo, mi hermano. What's good? What's good? Shadow in the building. What's good? NDP in the building. What's good? Calm in the building. Jason. Dímelo, mi hermanos. Everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, great press conference today. Great press conference with Jermell Charlo. Jermell Iron Man Charlo. Seems like he was, forget about Iron Man, he was the Captain America. He was the Captain America, USA. He was like, what was his name? Jim Duggan? Hacksaw Jim Duggan? Charlo's like Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh, USA. He was like Hacksaw Jim Duggan out there today. That's what I'm talking about. Represent. USA, America, patriotic. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know this Saturday we got Jermell Charlo versus Brian Castaño. Brian Castaño from Argentina, the WBO junior middleweight champion of the world. Y'all already know Jermell Charlo from Houston, Texas, the land of the five-time WCW champion Booker T. Jermell Charlo holding the WBC, the IBF, the WBA, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is on the table. Everything is up for grabs. One man, one crown, one name, ladies and gentlemen. Saturday night, California, West Side. Can't wait for the fight. On the undercard, you got one of the phenom in the sport of boxing, the phenom in the 147-pound division, the man that everybody's talking about it, how special he is. I told you this 3 years ago. Three years ago. People were like, yo, Punch Drunk, what you talking about? The second coming of Roy Jones Jr. Yeah, I said the second coming of Roy Jones Jr. 3 years ago. Huh? And now everybody know who I'm talking about. Jerome Boots Ennis, Philadelphia's favorite son. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. The MD in the building. What's good, man? Leonardo, he said, I'm going for Castaño. Okay. It's going to be a good fight, though. Foster. The most dangerous show. The most dangerous show on the tube. That's King Booker. Ay, man. I see the title, see the thumbnail. Yes, man. We got to be talking about this because I'm happy, but I'm not happy. I'm happy that Jermell Charlo is one of the few that says, USA, I'm an American. I'm proud to be American. This is my country. It's America versus Argentina, and that's the way it is. Brian Castaño try to play it off. He'd be like, no, you know. Somos dos hombres que estamos en ring. No estamos, esto es una pelea de USA. A mí me encanta América. A mí me encanta. Yo hago mi dinero aquí. Entonces, cállate ya que USA, deja la vaina ya. Jermell Charlo said, no, it's USA, man. USA, you on my home. This is my country. You on my home. Man, I felt good. I felt good like 2016 when I voted. It felt good. It felt good. Jermell Charlo repping America. I like that. I've been waiting for that. For that somebody to be like America. Yeah, he said, America, African American. I'm the guy, I'm the man that have the best African American, and doing it for America. That's the way you say it loud, you say it proud. I was feeling it. Because when you say America, everybody buys in. When you say America, everybody buys into Jermell Charlo. It's fighting for us. That's how I felt. I'm patriotic. I'm highly patriotic. Ladies and gentlemen, look, I got an American flag on my neck. Tattoo on my neck. Because I'm patriotic. I love my country. I love my country. Yes, I love being a descendant of DR, yes. But I love my country. Born and raised here in Harlem. Born and raised in Harlem, New York. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Bodie in the building. What's good, man? He said, Jermell only fighter that deserves Canelo payday. If he becomes undisputed, him and Canelo should fight. Ooh, Houston in the building. Let's go, Houston. Houston, Texas in the building. Let's go, man. Patrick, I love a great fighter. I love a great fighter, but then I love it when there's patriotism here. I like it. See, some fighters be like, okay, black, I'm black. Or another fighter be like, Boricua, Puerto Rico. You sound like, you know what I'm saying? Cool, that's cool. That's cool. Mexico, that's cool. That is cool. It's like, let's say David Benavidez walk out with the Mexican flags and Ecuadorian flag. That's cool. But you was born here, though. Jermell Charlo said, America. America. Damn, he made me feel so proud. And I was happy with that. I was happy with that. The part that I was unhappy about and actually frustrated just looking at it, just hearing it, is when he was screaming, USA, USA, come on, y'all. And he's telling the people, USA, USA, is us against them, USA. And then the Argentina crew, they did their chant. Argentina, Argentina, Argentina. He's like USA, and it just felt like he was the only one saying USA. I know everybody in the media was there. I know y'all from the USA as well. Most of y'all from the USA, and y'all just stood there with a little camera. Huh? USA. Like y'all too cool. Y'all too cool to represent. Y'all too cool to be patriotic. That's the problem with America boxing. That's the problem with America fans. That's a problem with America time. But when it comes to hate, oh yeah, man. Yo, in America, oh yeah, we scream loud and proud. We love the hate. We scream it, we yell it, we talk about it every single day, 24/7. We toxic, but there's some positivity in somebody saying, USA, USA, everybody, USA, come on, USA, come on. USA, you with the Argentina crowd, Argentina, and they like USA, and it was drowning. It was drowning. It was drowning. I didn't like that. Annalie in the building, Mauricio in the building, what's good? Jackie in the building, what's good? That's no nice. That's no nice. And if you've been following the channel, what I said, the American boxing fans is toxic, bro. See, I'm gonna tell you like this. Y'all gotta listen up, bro. Whether y'all hate it, whether y'all like it, whether y'all understand it, or whatever. This is why. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, bro. Ain't nobody gonna keep it real with me. I don't give a fuck if y'all label me whatever shit y'all want to label me. Oh, you discriminated. It sound racist. It sound this. No. I'm gonna give you the truth. I am going to give you the ultimate truth, and when I give you the truth, you still not gonna understand it. You still not gonna understand it. But I don't even think they ready for it. They ready for it? Nah, they're not ready for it. They're not ready for it. They're not ready for it. Va a venir otro tipo, and he's going to justify it. Charlo has the powerful Trinidad hook, but I have my money on Castaño. He has the tools to humble Charlo down. I think both of them got the tools to humble each other. I think they're on the same level. And I think both of them understands that. Sanchez, dímelo, mi hermano, ¿dónde que tú estabas, Sanchez, ¿cómo está? How you doing, my friend? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think people are ready for it. I'm gonna let people just come in the live a little bit, because I even if I say it, even if I break it down, if I'm breaking it down to a T so you can understand why people are the way they are. Why? Y'all ready? Nah, y'all not ready yet. Y'all not ready. I'm not gonna say it right now. Let me go. I'm gonna say it yet. I'm ready for one of those Fosters. Are you ready, Patrick? Crack one open, man. Crack one open. Whatever you got in the fridge, or you in the car, go to the deli, get your drinks. It's Happy Hour Thursday. USA all day. Leonardo Rodriguez say, USA all day, Punch. This is the land of the free, home of the brave. Libertad, liberty, I say. Love my country. What's up, Punch? Still watching you, just working. All right, Sanchez. All right. Hope work is good. Don't get in trouble. Don't get written up. I don't give a fuck. I am for Latinos. Bodie said the Puerto Rican flag, the Dominican flag, Panama flag. It was that Ecuadorian flag, or the Venezuela flag and the Cuban flag. No, and that's the look. That's beautiful. Latino, yes, that's beautiful. But at the end of the day, America. When's the last time you heard a fighter in the professional level be like, USA, USA? When was the last time you heard that? Or even have you ever heard that? Huh? That made me feel proud. It made me feel like 2016 all over again when I voted. Motherfucker gonna be like, what you voted for? Y'all know who I voted for. If you know who Punch Drunk Boxing is, you know where I'm at. You know what side of the fence I'm at. Shit. You know I supported Captain Orange. I don't give a damn. You gotta blame Americans for that. I know, and that's what it is, Sanchez. I know that's what it is. I've been saying this, brother. I've been saying this time and time again, but people see it as, oh my God, Punch is trying to bring the race corner. No. It's not about race. It's about culture. Culture, man. The boxing culture, the boxing American culture, y'all lame, man. Your fighter was out there wanting the support. Come on. And y'all stay shut. Y'all like, USA, USA. And then La Argentina. Whatever they were saying, man. El Coro took over. Just like with Floyd Mayweather fought Ricky Hatton, the UK people took over. Took over. But Bernard Hopkins fought Tito Trinidad. The Puerto Ricans took over. When Canelo fought Floyd Mayweather, the Mexicans people took over. They took over. Even when he was fighting Victor Ortiz, they took over. The Filipino people take over. I said over, man. Porque the American culture, ustedes no tienen coro. There is no coro here, man. Y'all too cool to support. Y'all too cool to get your sneakers fucked up. Y'all too cool. It is not your show. It's Jermell Charlo show, and he wants to support. And he's saying USA, America is us against them. USA versus Argentina. And Argentina took over, drowning the USA because motherfuckers was out there in the fucking press conference not wanted to support, not wanted to be patriotic, not wanted to be that. Y'all wanted to be cool because it's your show. Smash the like button. USA the best country ever. Jermell Charlo said that. I'm fighting for my country. I'm fighting for USA. Even when Brad Castagno was trying to say, no, Jermell Charlo, yes, it's us against them. Fuck that. That's what I'm talking about, the execution of yes, by any means necessary. Just because I'm from the USA doesn't mean I have to root for them every time. I'm not saying that. But that's what I mean. We justify it, man. When's the last time we seen an American? When last time I seen an American? Rider of the Storm, salute, brother. I got Charlo by UD. Can't wait for this weekend. I was Mexican last week. This week, I'm American. I got my Timbos on. That's what I'm talking about. That's the beauty in America. Hey, look. Cuando Michelle Rivera está peleando, dominicano, va, rómpele la madre a ese tipo, coñazo. Dale, coño, a ese tipo, Javier Fortuna. Dale a ese tipo, coño, da una puñalada también con él. Hey. Dale un par de galletas, mi hermano. High, low, dímelo. This moonshine has to be great, better than Fossil Flakes. Good looking out. Appreciate you. God bless you. High, low. God bless you. Rider of the Storm. I gotta speak up. I gotta let the people know because you see, you know what's good about being tregueñito and Latino at the same time? That yes, you can identify me if you want to identify me, just like when people be like, hey, yo, Punch, you're not Latino, you black. Okay, I can identify as black. You can identify me as black, and I could be Latino. I know I could play I could see, I could experience whatever, right? But people don't want to hear the truth. People don't want to hear the truth, but I'm going to tell them the truth. And I know it's going to hurt. And some of the people out here, you're going to disagree. But you're going to disagree because the truth may hurt. I know the truth hurts. Zorb in the building was good. Punch was good. God bless. God bless you more. After Castagno win, they're going to have to respect him. Are we respecting Brian Castagno? We respect him. I respect him in the first fight. A lot of people just didn't expect anything from Brian Castagno, but now they know who the hell Brian Castagno is today. Yeah, but they not really. I don't think they rooted for Jermell Charlo. Remember, they was mad. A lot of people was mad at Jermell Charlo because he didn't. What was it? What was it? He didn't play by the book. He was in. You know what I'm saying? He didn't. He said that he got beaten. That skills pay the bills, and they got mad. They wanted to believe the Wilder excuses and shit like that. That him and Wilder was going back and forth. Rapstar Boxing Knowledge in building. Rapstar Boxing Knowledge. Everybody subscribe to Rapstar Boxing channel. Let's go. Argentina and the USA. And Rapstar, you might not understand this because you in the UK. But did you see the press conference today? Jermell Charlo, the 3-belt holder, the American, the proud, patriotic American Iron Man. But today he was Captain America. He was yelling USA. USA. USA, USA, and then the Argentina cry. He was still USA, USA, Argentina, Argentina, USA, Argentina, Argentina, USA, USA, Argentina, hey! And then Jermell Charlo had to stop it on them. Hey, what happened? Yo, what's good? Yo, let's go. Let's support. It's us against him. People ain't want the Argentina crowd overpower USA. Why it keeps happening? Why is it the culture? Why is the lack of support? I want to know why. Why? Is it the culture? Why? David Benavidez, fuck Charlo. He going for Castagno. I got Castagno, not just because he's Latino, because he clearly beat Charlo the first fight. Latinos are the only fully mixed culture. Blacks don't support Ricans when we fight. Wow. I'm going to be real. There's the problem. There's the problem. There's the problem right here. And they're not going to understand, but I got to keep it real. And I know you heard this phrase before, but since I'm Dominican, there's there's people that like to play these jokes, right? I'm no black, I'm Dominican, right? You ever heard that? When I say, I ain't no black, I'm Dominican. I'm no black, I'm Cuban. I'm no black, I'm Puerto Rican. And the African Americans, the black, they make fun. Almost like saying you don't know who you are. Look at you. How the hell you gonna say you Dominican? You don't think you black? I'm no black. I'm no black. I'm Dominican. Have you ever heard that phrase before? You know what I'm saying? When people like to poke. I know y'all heard it before, right? I'm no black. I'm Cuban. I'm no black. I'm Dominican. I'm no black. I'm Puerto Rican. Huh? But yo, my man, you black too. What are you? I'm Dominican. You black? And the Dominican goes, nah. Look at you. Look at you. You ever heard that, right? Let's be honest. Let's be clear. You ever heard that? Come on, rock with me. Right? I want some answers so I know, so we know we in the same. We take a step by step in this dialogue that we having right here. I'm Dominican. I'm over 70% European. Just for y'all, anybody's listening out there and be like, aha, like a punch on. Look at him. Look. He's gonna say it again. He's gonna say it again. He's gonna say it again. Skin color is not a nationality. True, he's gonna say it again. But we heard it right before. Michael heard it. Brave says 787 heard it. You know why? You know why? When a Dominican or a Cuban or Puerto Rican, I'm saying just these three because of course this is my community and stuff like that. And I know I get that. I get that back. I get that. You know why a Dominican would say, no, I'm not black, I'm Dominican. You know why? Because he wants you to identify him as a Dominican because of the culture. Because the Dominican don't want to be identified. When he say he's not black, he means American black. He wants you to identify him as a Dominican because of the culture. You know why? Because the culture is different. You know why? Because people are proud of that culture. That's why they say that. Not because they be like, they don't know that their bloodlines lead back to the motherland. No. Que yo no soy como yo no soy ustedes. Because people love their culture. People love their culture. People be like, ah, yo, but you like hip hop shit. No, that's music. It's the cultura, the culture. See, Jermell Charlo, if it was Dominican, los dominicanos van a estar, coño, dominicano. You saw Canelo Serrano and Katie Taylor when the Irish was doing their coro, and then the Puerto Ricans had their coro. Porque tenemos un coro. We out there with the flag, with everything, prideful, everything. The Puerto Ricans is out there. When Tito Trinidad is fighting, the Puerto Ricans is out there. When Cotto is out there, the Puerto Ricans is out there with Trinidad. Puerto Rican is out there right there representing. Oh yeah, Puerto Rico, Boricua, Boricua. They say it loud. They say it proud. They want, that's home court advantage. They want the fighter to know, we here for you. We here for you. Los americanos se quedan callados. It's a different culture. No, yo soy dominicano, mi hermano. Yo no soy como ustedes. Hey, yo, mira, play like this, a play like this. You have a play like this of rice, beans, and stuff, or totones. You have 8 dudes sharing like that. La cultura es diferente de nosotros. La cultura son diferentes. I be chilling with my homie, be like, nah, man, I ain't sharing, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Why you be? This is mine, man. I'll leave you some. I'll leave you some. No, los dominicanos, así me los dominicanos. They put one plate like that and everybody eating. Everybody eating. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, toma el ketchup. Boom, boom, boom. Somos diferentes. Y eso es la cultura de nosotros. When somebody be like, somos Latino, es porque we understand. Even when we different countries, Mexican, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Peru. Cuando le decimos Latino, toditos sabemos lo que es. Como like we all know the cultures, different type of country, but the same culture. Bing, 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 somos, it's Latino, and everybody, hey. They don't want to hear that, but that's the truth. I'm just keeping it real. Dile a Joan Guzman está con Charlo. If Charlo era un dominicano or it was a Puerto Rican, and he goes, where's my body, the whole, you crazy? Usted tan loco. my friends, the support was whack. Viva Argentina. Anthony Joshua, Nigerian. What Mexican do? Maybe Americans just don't like Charlo. King KO. Nah, man. It's everybody, bro. When Oscar Valdez is fighting Shakur Stevenson, mira, here you go. Oscar Valdez take over because the Mexican people know how to support. They know how to get behind them. They know how to wear that flag. They know how to wear the green, the red, and the white. They out there purely for that fighter and give him all the energy. All the energy for that fighter. They don't go to the bed. Look at the UK. Look at the UK. The whole 90,000 screaming, singing with fury, and before that, electric. Everybody off their seats. Look at it, Scotland. Everybody off their seat for Josh Taylor and Jack Catterall. Look at the fight with Lee Woods and Michael Conlon. Everybody in their feet, singing, shouting. It looked like the whole roof is about to come off. When I was in Madison Square Garden, and I said this before, in Madison Square Garden, I've been to Madison Square Garden so much, man, I forgot, bro. I forgot how many times I've been. I've been to Knick game. I've been to Knick playoff game. I've been to Rangers game. I've been to college basketball games, Big East tournaments, Harlem Globetrotters. I've been to everything, WWE. I never heard the pop. I never heard that noise, that cheer of Puerto Rico and Irish, because those are two cultures that, they give it all the support. If a man Serrano dice, yo soy boricua, the whole room, in un roar, the fucking ceiling of Madison Square Garden is about to come off. When the Irish people was chanting, the whole Madison Square Garden, I was like this, holding on. Shit. High, low, dímelo. High, low, dímelo, mi hermano. Sorry, I passed it. Mr. Moonshine, the soul boxer. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. The keep of objectivity. That's what I'm talking about. God bless, God bless, God bless. Am I right? I'm not lying. They know I'm not lying. People know I'm not lying. What is wrong with the culture in America? Huh? Ladies and gentlemen, man, I hope people get behind this, because Jermell Charlo, there's other fighters that be like, you know what I'm saying? Let's say like Deontay Wilder, right? For the blacks, right? American black, just black. You know what I'm saying? Other fighters to be like black. Jermell Charlo mentioned America. When you mention America, then you let every American. It could be anybody. It could be Latino. It could be white. It could be black. Everything. I'm doing it for my country. I love that. I'm patriotic. I love it. This is why I think that this is why I like Jermell Charlo, bro. Because Jermell Charlo walks in the beat of his own drum. He walks in the beat of his own drum, bro. He's not scared to say anything. He's not scared to give props. Look, when in the media day, they asked him about Canelo Alvarez. Charlo could just be easily and hate on him. Even Jermell Charlo, easily, nah, man. Canelo it is what it is, man. He the man. He the man, bro. They could have easily hate. That shit with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. What he said, man, skills pay the bills. Skill pay the bills, man. I'm not with that race stuff, man. I'm an American. I'm here for all people. I rock with all people. That wasn't no racism stuff like that. There was nothing like that. That was skills. Skills beat Deontay Wilder. They got mad. Some people here in the YTBC, they got mad at him. That's why I'm a supporter of Jermell. The fighter and the person. The fighter and the person. And I feel like Jermell Charlo, and I feel like if Jermell Charlo become undisputed, Gordo punch. I wasn't rooting for Charlo until he said it's America versus Argentina. That's what I'm right? How that made you feel, Gordo? How that made you feel? Hey, yo, look at my man. I got American flag, bro. I'm patriotic, man. I'm patriotic. Liberty. Mira la mujer, mira. I'm liberty right here. Good looking out, Gordo. Good looking out. Appreciate that. Oh, shit, the Fosters. Dudes are from Houston, bro. I didn't expect less from them. Look at this too. Who's has embodied Juneteenth? Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo last year fought in Juneteenth, and he's gonna fight again in Juneteenth. The Charlo brothers are patriotic. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm rocking with the Charlos. I don't give a fuck what people. Oh, yo, even Jermell Charlo hasn't fought nobody. Oh my God, he hasn't fought. I'm rocking with the Charlos, bro. I'm an American. I'm rocking with the Charlos. I might not be totally happy how the career of Jermell Charlo has gone, but damn it, he's a fighter. He's a modern day gladiators, and the people behind the scenes, the business handlers, are the one that's putting these opponents in front of him. He still got to fight and make a living. I'm patriotic. I'm rocking with them. I'm an American. I'm rocking with them. And if they saying American and they want us to support them, I'm going to support USA. Because if this was the Olympics, Saturday night, May 14th, Jermell Charlo, Brian Castano, damn it, all the Americans will wish that Jermell Charlo will bring the gold home, baby. Bring the gold home. Am I right? Ride of the Storm. What's good? G Funky in the building. What's good, man? G Funky. Everybody subscribe to G Funky Boxing. G Funky, what you feel about that, man? He said Darth Vader said, vamos Argentina. Shout out to Argentina, por yo soy americano, mi hermano. What you feel about that? That Jermell Charlo was saying USA, egging the people to get on USA. It's us against them. And the Argentina crew, the crowd, supporters drowned it because the people that were sitting there, the Americans, you saw it. You saw the Argentina, they got up and they started, hey, Argentina. Y estos americanos se quedan ahí sentados ahí mirando. USA guys, they so cool. They too cool. They too fresh to speak loud. Come on, man. What's wrong with that? I saw it, bro. I was disgusted, man. It's a different culture, man. It's just a different culture, man. Certain cultures is about supporting, man. This culture is about, well, let me see what you could do. Analito, ¿viste eso? American fans only want to ride with popular winners. Not even. When Floyd Mayweather fought Ricky Hatton, the UK people took over Las Vegas. They bought the whole bar. When he fought Canelo Alvarez, it's the Canelo Alvarez fan base. It's the Mexican people took over. If Floyd Mayweather was fighting ¿cómo se llama tipo? Manny Pacquiao, the Philippines people took over. And Floyd Mayweather lives in Vegas. That's his home. And every time he fought, the other country would have came Argentina, Marcos Maidana. Is the culture. It's not that the Americans is not going to these events. It's that they don't know how to support. They don't know how to scream. They don't know how to yell. They don't know how to sing. They too cool. I'm telling you, I've been in arenas, bro. That thing is a fucking rap video. It's there even. Looking all cute and shit. Don't sleep on Clinton. Shit. Man. Boots and it's too good. Too good, too clean, too focused. Kid lives in the gym. Clinton don't got no, he only got jabs. Costio Clinton barely throws even hooks, bro. Costio Clinton barely throws left hooks. Nah, man. He's too easy. Too easy. He's tough. He's tough, though. Charlo is too arrogant. Nah. We seen, look. By now, if you see Charlo, you see that his humble side, and you see when he's trying to promote, and then you see when he actually is irritated. For a guy that holds 3 belts and been in the top of his division for many years, he's still not on the pound for pound list. So he feels disrespected by the media. He should be irritated. He does everything right. Come on, we complain about a lot of fighters out here by not fighting the best. Jermell Charlo keeps on fighting the best of his division, and he don't get the judge due. Let's be real. He don't get the judge due by boxing. I hear what you're saying about supporting your people. I'm strong believer in styles make fights. So when I make a prediction, I go by that. See, that's different. It's almost okay. Jason Rosario is Dominican, right? And I was like, you know, I was cheering for the guy. You know what I'm saying? Even though the Jermell Charlo gonna whoop that ass, I said Jermell Charlo gonna whoop that ass. I can still support it. Punch you, keep it real, bro. For real. I'm telling you, John Doe. Good looking out, man. That's what it is. People don't want to see. I'll take the flame because I could take the flames. These puppies out here on YouTube, I could take these flames. This ain't shit. I'm keeping it real. I ain't keeping it real. When somebody be like, nah, yo no soy negro, yo no soy black, yo soy dominicano, yo soy cubano, yo soy puertorriqueño, yo soy esto, yo soy jamaicano, I'm Jamaican, I'm Haitian, porque la cultura es different. I don't want you to identify me to the American black, porque la cultura mía is so different that I'm so proud that I want you to identify me que yo soy dominicano. Okay, even when I speak Spanish, you're going to ask me what I am. You're going to ask me what I am. Tú no vas a decir que yo soy negro. Tú vas a decir, oh, what are you, brother? Man, I'm not saying you speak Spanish. Oh, now you want to know what I am. No, because yo soy negro. I'm black. I know you black, my brother, but I'm just saying, what are you speaking Spanish? I heard you speak Spanish. But no, tú me dijiste que yo soy black, ¿verdad? Ahora tú quieres saber lo que yo soy, maldito estúpido. Ok, yo soy dominicano, pues cállate la maldita boca. Right? Proud to be Latino. That's why when people say Latino, it's because Latinos have a culture that they proud of that culture. Just like when people be like, black people, oh, I'm proud to be black. I'm black and I'm proud. There's different cultures too in black. Like there's city culture, there's East Coast culture, there's Midwest culture, there's South culture, there's West Coast culture. But I'm just saying in certain events, when it comes to this, when it comes to supporting the American fighter, where are y'all? Christian Salvador says, todo mexicano vamos a apoyar a Boxy Castaño. Tuve que ganar la primera pelea y se la robaron. Dale, Castaño. Gracias, mi primo, pero yo voy para el Charlo. Gracias, Christian. Pero Charlo. América. Charlo, 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 Charlo. And that and mira, and I understand that though. Some people Latinos stick together, right? The Mexican, no, the Mexican is gonna go for Castaño. But anyway, I think that both of these guys' style was a great fight. Thanks, Christian. I appreciate that. Gracias, mi hermano. The style of both of these guys meshed together because Brian Castaño is more of a pressure fighter, and if you saw him versus Lara, Patriotism, that's the way that Brian Castaño fights. And look, yo, if you ever take the time, if y'all go back to my channel and y'all see the first prediction that I had with Jermell Charlo versus Brian Castaño, and I said if Jermell Charlo don't throw high volume punches, he's going to have a long night. I went to the fight. I went to San Antonio to support. I went to San Antonio to that fight. I drove from New York to San Antonio 28 hours straight. 28 hours. Punch, do a poll. Yo, let me find how to do this poll for real. You know what? Before I went live, I was trying to figure out how to do this poll. Espera, dame ver ahora de verdad. Okay. I'm lacking. Everybody do polls y yo me quedo aquí como un estúpido que no sabe. I don't know. Mexicans, Argentina, they made. Yo, you know the first time I met an Argentina, I was a Korean restaurant. If you ever know in New York, Bang Cham, the best fried chicken, bro. The best fried chicken, chicken wings, drumsticks. Bang Chang restaurant. If you're ever in New York City, go to Bang Chang and get yourself a bucket of chicken. But Argentina, you know, he goes, oh, I was watching the Knick game, right? In the bar. And he said, ay, yo quiero ir para Madison Square Garden and stuff. And he was talking to his homie. I said, no, yo voy para yo voy en sábado para el juego. And the Argentina goes, yo, ¿tú hablas español? I said, yeah. Like he never seen a guy. It was funny because I'm like, yo, you never seen a dark skin. He said that was his first time he ever seen. He said he ever seen a dark skinned guy speak Spanish. I said, damn, man, you a grown ass man. Really, you don't watch TV? Bonchan is fire. Hey, yo, Kings of the Commonwealth, you been there? Bonchan, y'all. If you ever in New York City, you want some real good fried chicken? Good fried chicken, the garlic fried chicken. Ain't nothing better. Ain't nothing better. My brother's like, now you talking punch. Now you talking about that fried chicken, motherfucker. Now you talking, motherfucker. All that shit you talking, I'm gonna fuck. Now I'm talking. Now you talking some fried chicken shit. It's a joke, motherfucker. Hold on. Let's vamos a ver lo que cómo se arregla esta vaina. Spicy garlic. Oh, yo. Hey, yo, you don't want that spicy shit. Hey, yo, Bonchon spice is some other level spice. It's some other level spice. You eating chicken like this, all tearing and stuff like that. You took a girl on a date to Bonchon and shit like that, and she like, Mom, why you crying and stuff like that? Nah. Well, no, what I'm saying was that yeah, work was good and stuff like that. Miss, wait, can I get water, please? And they give you they give you a pitcher of water. They give you a pitcher of water. They know that you don't need a cup of water. And you know you got to keep it cool, but you can't keep it cool. But you be like, it's just don't eat the spice one. Eat the garlic one. Is spice a lot? And she eating it all right, all cool and shit like that. And no, it's not. It ain't that spice like that. Now I taste spicy as shit. Hold on. I'm here. Hold on. Here you go. See where we at. Okay. All right. Boom. Let me see where we at. Boom. Okay. Where we at? Is it managed or stream? No. It's in Boom. No, it's not here, man. How do y'all do it, bro? Okay. Let me see here. Oop. Damn. Okay. Live now. Okay, boom. Yo no sé esta vaina, mi hermano. Okay. Nothing. Oop. 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 Let me see. Fuck it. I'll learn another day. Foster. R and R 1000. Let's go USA. Ame. USA. Pollo. Compero. Look, it's gonna be a good fight this Saturday. And to be honest, this is gonna be a great card. Like if it was a pay-per-view fight, I would have never cared. But I'm glad that it's free. I'm glad that Showtime. It's funny, like it's how this fight is free with Boots, and it's a promising star in the sport of boxing, future star in the welterweight division, one of the most lucrative divisions in the sport of boxing. Right? If he beats Custio Clay, he's going to be the mandatory to the mandatory to Earl the True Spins. You got an undisputed bout, and then 2 weeks later, you paying for a pay-per-view of Gervonta Tan Davis and Rolly Romero for a JV belt. I don't understand. That doesn't make sense, right? That doesn't make sense. Gordo said, Showtime has 3 weeks boxing coming up. Yeah, and it's good. But shit, like, what's the pay-per-view? If this shit ain't pay-per-view, then Gervonta Tank Davis shouldn't be pay-per-view. Gervonta Tank Davis shouldn't be pay-per-view. But whatever, man. We ain't going cut like that. Them cheaper can get. Who's Bud Crawford gonna fight next? Because to be honest, I don't think that fight is gonna happen. To be honest, I don't think that Bud Crawford versus Earl Spence is gonna take place. I don't think it's gonna take place. To be honest, man. I think that good numbers by Earl the True Spence when he said what they said, 5 million, that 5 million on the gate. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I think I think it's gonna be Bud Crawford versus Keith from Tom Thurman. Or maybe Earl Spence versus Keith from Tom Thurman. Maybe that. I think so. I don't think that's going to be. I don't think Bud Crawford versus Earl Spence is going to come to fruition. I don't think so. The guarantee that PBC is going to give Bud Crawford ain't going to be there. It's not going to be there. And you know what I'm also thinking about is like what we were discussing last week. That Earl Spence is the truth. He is. But I don't think he got a lot left in him. Not meaning skill-wise, but I don't think he wants to keep on fighting for more than 2 fights. Because if he was on the table to get the Canelo Alvarez fight, he was ready to retire. This tells me that he loves boxing, but he just... No. That means that he's just doing boxing, maybe just for the check, which could be cool. It's cool. It's prize fighting. But I think he's on his way out. I think he's on his way out. And I think it just gives me more confidence that if Bud Crawford and Earl Spence come through fruition, if it does, I got Bud winning. I think mentally, skillfully, hungry, I give it all to Bud. General in the building, what's good, man? Hey, yo, why you was laughing at my at me doing my breakdowns and stuff like that, my little breakdowns in boxing? Why you laughing, General? Huh? Ain't nobody else is getting up there seats and give you a breakdown like that, right? At least I'm taking my fat ass and I'm trying, motherfucker, but you want to laugh on the comment box, huh? Huh? It's because I'm fat? It's because I got a belly and shit like that? Huh? Hey, yo, let me know if y'all if it's cool. I'm cause that's the way I'm gonna be doing the breakdown now. That's the way I'm gonna be doing the breakdown because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, demonstration is better, man. We gotta up the channel, you feel me? We gotta bring more to the channel, you feel me? Everybody doing the same thing, everybody sitting down, talking shit, analyzing fights, and they can't even throw a punch. They never wore some gloves, they never sweated, they never hit a heavy bag, they never hit the mitts, they never went to a gym, and they want to talk down on these fighters. Let me know if y'all feel it, you know what I'm saying? And don't worry, trust me, I don't get I don't get like cocky when somebody be like, hey, yo, punch, you gotta bring your left hand right back up and guard it up. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Shit, I'm here to grow too, man. I'm sluggish right now, bro. I am sluggish. Steady gains in the building. What's good, man? Much respect, Punch. But you know what? Good looking out. I appreciate you. God bless. But you know what that does now that I'm recording? I'm starting to record like that. You know what it actually does? It actually makes me feel like, yeah, I gotta get in shape because now I'm really gonna show my stamina. Like I'm not afraid to be huffing and puffing. Yeah, I was like this. Cause I be hitting, I be going like at least 3 rounds before I shoot. You know what I'm saying? But damn, I can't even catch my breath. I'm like, hey, yo, if I don't do this content now, I ain't never doing it, bro. I'm falling asleep. Do your working to fight someone? Nah, but I'm always ready to fight somebody in the street though. I'm always looking. I'm always EJ could have won the Castano fight, so I don't think he is on his way out. But I think he only wants big fights. I think so too. That could be fair. Big chops. That's fair because he said I like parenting, sparring with the belts. Showed it to my daughter. She said, "No, daddy." um, I think he wants the big fights, and that's cool. Oscar De La Hoya just wanted the big fights. You know what I'm saying? Canelo Alvarez just wanted the big fights. To be honest, Floyd Mayweather just wanted the big fights. Like people like to talk about cherry picking and stuff like that. Nah, they ain't cherry picking. They picking their fights, but they picking good opponents. Like when he came off the car accident, he picked Danny Swift Garcia. Shit, I give him a lot of credit. Like he could have easily, remember the WBC gave him a voluntary. He could have picked any opponent he wanted. He said, man, let me get Danny Garcia. After this surgery, he could have picked any opponent too. Nah, let me get you Denis Ugas. That speaks a high volume. Is he wants the big fights. And he wants to go at this stage of his career, and I understand he wants to go to training camp and he wants to push himself. He knows there's somebody across the ring that's pushing themselves and is just as good, is just in his level, and where he needs to go to training camp and he needs to train the proper way. I like Errol Spence. Trust me, Errol Spence. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I wasn't a huge fan of Errol Spence back then. I thought that he was just, you know what I'm saying, straight up and down, no special effects, to be honest. Punch, do you think Castano knocks out Charlo this time? Nah. I'm going for Charlo, bro. I think Charlo got this one. Because I think he has more of a versatility. I know what Brian Castano is going to do. If you see Brian Castano even fighting from the amateur, Brian Castano only fight one way. So I think now it's even easier to study Brian Castano. With Jermell Charlo could be the boxer in one position, and then he'd be the pursuer, and then he throws a lot of punches, and then he want to be conservative. Jermell Charlo could, you know what I'm saying, he could be the boxer, he could be the puncher, he could be, you know what I'm saying. Jermell Charlo show a lot of wrinkle to his game. He could stay in the middle of the ring, he could work the outside. Jermell Charlo has gotten better. If you remember Jermell Charlo from the beginning of his career, like it's a few fighters that get better in the professional level. There's a lot of fighters that stay with their skills and talent of the amateurs, and they just, you know what I'm saying, they never went to the gym to put more skills, more tools in the bag. They just went out there and just got in shape, made weight. And I say, you see, like Javante Tank Davis, I don't think Javante Tank Davis is putting tools in the bag. I think that he's getting in shape, going to fight, and that's it. See, Bud Crawford, he's putting more tools in the bag. You can see it. He's putting more tools in the bag. Canelo Alvarez, before, he was putting more tools in the bag, and you could see it that in this fight versus Bivol, He ain't had no game plan. They had no real game plan. Push all. That's what I'm talking. Yo, T-Pot in the building. What's good, T-Pot? Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury got put more tools in the bag. He never was a knockout artist like that, or he never went out for the knockout. He was out there trying to outbox you, flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee, stay on the outside and use his range. Nah, Tyson Fury, he want to be a knockout artist. Shout out to Sugar Hill. He changed his game, and he said, you know what, I'm leaving y'all and stuff like that to his crew. Ben Davis said, nah, I want to change my game, and I want to be a knockout artist, and that's what he just did. Castaño is a pressure fighter, and I'm sure he's going to adjust for whatever Charlo is bringing. Well, he got a prestige amateur background, so he's seen every style. You know what I'm saying? He's seen every style. But, yo, do you know how many times, the Brave, do you know how many times I've studied the first fight? I was there. I watched the fight like 3 times on the road, bro. On the road. Then at home, then doing these studies. I've watched this fight. I could tell you from round 1 to round 12, from slow motion to every punch. I've watched this fight, no lie, probably like 10 times. Studying and studying and studying. And I come up with the conclusion. This is my prediction. I could be wrong, because, hey, this is boxing, right? Once that championship round, 10, 11, and 12, Jermell Charlo started punching more. He adjusted to another level. He upped the level. And you know what it tells me? To up the level with that type of pressure that Brian Castaño was putting on him from the beginning to the middle, to the end of the middle rounds, right? It's just a constant pressure. Takes a lot out of you. And Jermell Charlo still had the tank, the stamina to do what he did in the championship rounds. Hurt him real bad in the 10th round, in which one of the judges gave him a 10-8 round. Was beating him from pillar to post. Brian Castaño was not the same. Brian Castaño couldn't go to Jermell Charlo's level. So once I seen that, and I say, you know what? Jermell Charlo could take this back into the drawing board and fix it. He knows that he could punch with him. He knows that he's as a bigger puncher as that Brian Castaño. So I see that Jermell Charlo, smart fighter. Jermell Charlo been in the gym throughout the whole year. And this is what I also saw. I follow Brian Castaño on Instagram, right? Around January, Brian Castaño had a belly, bro. I'm talking about love handle belly. To be honest, Brian Castaño in that picture was, I'm dead serious, he had to be like 200 pounds. And the reason why they took that postponement, I think it was because of the weight. He was not going to make weight. And if the WBC is sanctioning this fight as well. So, they got to do the 30-day weigh-in and all that, the 40-day, whatever the day weigh-in and stuff like that. And Brian Castaño was not going to be making the weight. Brian Castaño looked bloated. In January, I follow him on Instagram. Jermell Charlo in January was in the gym. Jermell Charlo in January was in the gym. You know why I know? Because I contact his handlers. I wanted to do an interview. I sent the email, and he said, "Oh, I will do an email with you soon, but I'm in the gym. And I'm fixing the gym as well." He built the gym in his house. So that was in January, or probably December. I think it was December into January. I think I sent the email in December, January, around there. So he's been in the gym. Like, he took that loss, not that loss, that draw, and he's been in the gym ever since. And around that same time, Brian Castaño had a belly, bro. He had a belly, bro. He looked at like, to be honest, like Billy Joe Saunders when he ain't fighting. You ain't even know who was that. I think that's what happened. So I think that Brian Castano is going to drain himself. That's one. Tomorrow. And you could tell he didn't have a lot of energy. Brian Castano didn't have a lot of energy today. Jermell Charlo had a lot of energy today. Jermell Charlo had a lot of energy today. But we're going to see in the weigh-in. You know what I'm saying? Now, last in San Antonio, in the weigh-in, he looked at drained. Jermell Charlo looked drained. But we'll see tomorrow. It's gonna be a good fight, though. I respect both men. I like Jermell Charlo, though. You know what I'm saying? I like what I like. I think he's doing great. He's great for boxing. I like the way he talk trash. I like the way he's humble at the same time while he talk trash. Shout out to his pops. I seen that interview. I already knew their story and stuff like that. Shout out to the family. He's also a family man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that people could look up to Jermell Charlo, in my opinion. He's a family man. Got his woman. Shout out to his wife. She knows boxing too. She knows boxing. Shout out to his beautiful kids, beautiful family, boxing family. Got a good core of peoples and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He's traveling the world for trainers at all, possibly. I think Castano beat Jermell in the first fight. Just my opinion. A lot of people felt like that. Except I didn't feel like that. You know, people call me people was calling me when I said Jermell Charlo won. They call me the Latino coon. They say you traded la raza. Yeah. Castano gonna bring power for Charlo. I think Charlo gonna bring that. I think he's gonna bring more power, man. Dani, saludo, Dani Medina, dímelo, mi hermano. Dímelo. Yo, Punch, how much money would you put on Charlo? I don't bet on boxing, but so what's the R&R? I don't bet on boxing, to be honest. I don't really bet on boxing. I never did. My peoples, they be hitting me up and be like, hey, yo, what should I bet on and stuff like that. What's the line? I heard it was real close, but I don't bet on boxing, to be honest, man. Punch, read my super chat. I didn't see it. Kings of the Commonwealth. Let me see where that. Oh, my fault. I low-key think Mark Castro a little overrated. Yeah? Well, I think a lot of people may. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. You know. A lot of people talking about the pound for pound list. I even had to tweak my pound for pound list, though. I tweaked my pound for pound list. I got my pound for pound list. Good looking out, right? Kings of the Commonwealth. I don't know if he's overrated. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fighters could be overrated. A lot of fighters is underrated. A lot of fighters in the right position. Ignorance is not virtue. People think that you. Shit, where you go? Okay. Ignorance is not virtue. People think you have to be born in the USA to be an American. 2 American continents, North America and South America. You are in America if you are born in either of them. Okay, the states. But you know what we talking about. You know what Jermell Charlo is talking about. That's why he said USA. He ain't say America, North or South, both. No, he said USA, and damn it, USA. Jorge. That fight is not pay-per-view, right? Nah, it's not pay-per-view. On the pound for pound list, let me say my pound for pound list, and I did tweak it. Number 1, I haven't did it, but number one, my pound for pound list is number one, Alexandre Usyk. Number two, Canelo Alvarez. Number three, Terrence Bud Crawford. Number four, Naoya Inoue. Number five, Josh Taylor. Number six, Earl the True Spence. Number seven, Jermell Charlo. Number eight, Dimitri Bivol. Number nine, Shakur Stevenson. And number 10, Kosuto Ioka. How you like my list? How you like my list? $1 trillion Dream say USA, 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 USA. But why didn't the people say USA when he said say USA? Why did Argentina drown the USA chant? Because it wasn't enough people. There was enough media to say USA. It was enough media in the room to say, yeah, USA. And they still shut. The fact that you said Castaño was fat in January, my money is on Mel. You said more, Mel. I'm telling you. He changed his Instagram. He got 2 Instagram pages. Got 2 Instagram pages. Let me see if he kept that picture up. I'll tell you. Let me see. Because I think he erased his Instagram. Brian Castaño. Okay. Yeah, where he at? I got it right here. He got another one though. ¿Cuál es esta? I think he erased the other one. Let me see. Damn, yeah, he took it out. Yep, he took it out. You know why? Because this was a picture that he was standing in the couch. Yeah, he took it out. He took that picture out. I did comment on it. Let me see. Wait. Argentina's cheering squad is legendary, Punch. I know they bring that soccer feel. He said, how is Crawford not over Canelo? And how was Inoue over Spence? Because Inoue is a 3-division world champion. Currently unified champion, about to fight Nonito Donaire for a 3-belt federation. He's a 3-division world champion, undefeated, knocking all his opponents except for the Inoue. So he's up. That's why. Canelo Alvarez, compare how many champions has Canelo Alvarez fought? How many champions have Canelo Alvarez fought compared to Crawford? Canelo Alvarez fought Bivol, lost to Bivol, the bigger guy. Beat Plant, another champion, undefeated. Fought Bivol, undefeated. Became Plant, undefeated. Callum Smith, undefeated. Became undisputed, 168. That's why. Oh, because he takes a loss and he went to a different division? You think he's going to go now? Bud Crawford only didn't fight. He fought Sean Porter. Who else? Fought the Mean Machine. Fought Kell Brook. Fought Amir Khan. That ain't going to cut it. That don't keep you up. That's not enough. Not in this era. You could have fought better opponents. I'm sorry. But look, he's number 3. He's number 3. That's not bad at all. But yeah, I'm going to say it again. Alexander Usyk, number 1. 2, Canelo Alvarez. 3, Terrence Bud Crawford. Inoue, number 4. Josh Taylor, undisputed. Number 5, undisputed, beating Regis Prograis. Beating Jose Ramirez, 2 undefeated top champions. And the tournament. Muhammad Ali trophy. Earl Spence, number 6. Jermell Charlo, number 7. And Jermell Charlo beats Earl the True. If he beats Brian Castano, he's jumping over. Earl the True Spence is going to move to number 7. Dimitri Bivol, number 8. Number 9, Shakur Stevenson. And number 10, Kazuto Yoka, 4-division world champion. Who's on my list? It's opinionated anyway. Canelo has 2 losses while Bud has 0. That counts for something. Hey, Kazuto got 2 losses too. They got 2 losses too. It's not about losses, really. Canelo is still an undisputed champion. He's currently still an undisputed champion. He's currently still an undisputed champion, fellas. 4-division world champion. Got the best resume in boxing. From legends to Hall of Famers, this was his 14th championship fight. Come on, y'all. Think this little loss is going to do something? I don't think, tell me one list, T-Pop, right? Tell me one pound for pound list that everybody agrees from number 1 to number 10. Maybe the list is good enough that all the names is there, but maybe in different type of order. But think about this, because people get so fed up, or they start arguing about, oh no, but Bud need to be number 2, and the Bud need to be number 1, or Canelo need to be number 6 or 5. He can't be there yet. At the end of the day, this is the world of boxing. If you top 10 pound for pound in the world of boxing, this ain't just the boxing in America. This ain't boxing in the UK. This is the world of boxing. Just go. Do you know how many boxers there is in the world fighting right now, currently active? So to be 10, that's a lot. That's a lot. Honorable mention, Stephen Fulton. If you're not a champion, if you don't have a belt, you could be great. But if you don't have a belt, you're not on my pound for pound list. That's all. Lomachenko's not on my pound for pound list. ESPN has him number 7. I highly disagree. Dominicans, Cuban, Argentina, etc. is your ethnicity, which means you belong to social group or cultural tradition. So anybody born in North Central, South Central is 100% American. Som americano, todito, som americano. But I'm talking about USA, United States of America. It's not about loss, it's about the content. Who did you beat? What makes up your legacy as a champion? Yes, everything. Who you beat, the time that you beat, how did you get beat, or how did you beat them, and stuff like that. Why? Probably that's why people still have Lomachenko, is because the way that he's been winning. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I don't take into account when it comes to pound for pound? When they be like, oh, but this is a fighter that if he goes to a different division, he's going to do good because his skills could move the division. And if he was in this weight class with his skills, he'll dominate. For me, do y'all agree on that? Because I don't agree on that. And I'm going to tell you why I don't agree on that. Do y'all agree that a person should be in a pound for pound list because if they was in a different division with the same skill, they would dominate? Do y'all believe in that saying? There's a lot of people that believe that in boxing, and this is why they be like, oh, if Lomachenko was in the weight class of super middleweight, and with that skill set, he will be the man. And this is why it is a skill set that you could go to division and dominate. Do y'all believe in that? Because I don't go with that analogy, and I'm gonna tell you why. But I want to know y'all take first. General said, "Y'all so biased, fams, as Latino man. Y'all so biased, fam, as Latino man. That shit is crazy as fuck. Should not be pound for pound. Usyk should not be pound for pound because he's a heavyweight. So if you take him off, Canelo is still number one, and he just took a loss. $1 trillion, my brother. He came from the cruiserweight. He was an undisputed cruiserweight. Do you know that he's the smallest heavyweight? Do you know that he beat Anthony Joshua? Anthony Joshua, he was 20 plus pounds over him. Are you bugging? $1 trillion? Do you want to foster? Do you want to foster? This is not a heavyweight that just wasn't a heavyweight. It's a heavyweight they moved up. Come on, man. You know boxing. Come on. You know better than that. You know better than that. Now, this is why I don't believe in this myth or whatever you want to call it, that a fighter will move up because he got the skills. He's with his skill set, he could beat anybody in every division. You know what I'm saying? If he was in that respective division, right? I say no, because how I know that their chin will hold up? How do I know that Lomachenko, even if he was a super middleweight, do I know that his chin could hold up to a super middleweight? How do I know? I don't know that. Skill is something. Will and taking a punch is two different things. I don't know that. I seen Lomachenko got dropped by Linares. Shit. With his skills at welterweight division, could he take a punch from a Earl Spence? Could he take a punch from a Keith Thurman? Could he take a punch of a Bud Crawford? Could he take a punch of Danny Swift Garcia? I don't know. You see, skills, but do we know if they could take a punch if they by other fighters? Because they could move to different division, but a different division got different caliber of fighters. I had Usyk as, what's up, Brian Guzman in the building? What's good, man? I had Usyk number one after he beat Joshua. Heavyweight deserved to be pound for pound list, especially one who undisputed a lower weight class. That's why he's different. See, a lot of people be like, what about Tyson Fury? Man, Tyson Fury is the biggest motherfucker in boxing. He outweighs and out height motherfuckers. So he a cheat code to me. He a cheat code. So it's hard to put him like, you know what I'm saying? If you fight, put it this way: if Tyson Fury fight Usyk is wearing is he weighs 220. Tyson Fury 270 plus. You think I'm? And it's crazy. Like, would I give Tyson Fury a hell of a props if he beat Usyk? Usyk is 220, and he did everything possible and to put muscle up to be 220. Imagine 220 versus a guy that's 270. That's why I can't put him pound for pound, because in reality, Tyson Fury, he's supposed to be doing that. He's supposed to be doing that. I think back in the days when they put Mike Tyson number one pound for pound, he was the smallest. He was the smallest heavyweight. He was short, and weight the less in most of his fights. Who in the game right now reducing Canelo from 73% to 70%? Big Finito, Lopez, Bivol earned the Mexican style, and best to appreciate the grace earned by greats, ask Sweet Pea. How is Canelo still number two, bro? He lost like yesterday, fam. Come on, man. Not to mention he lost a Triple G. See, that's feelings right there. That's feelings. That's feelings right there. Trilla. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he lost it. No, he didn't lose a Triple G. Show me the record. He didn't lose a Triple G. He didn't lose to Triple G. He didn't lose to Lara. 168 was soft. Now it was soft. because Canelo was there soft, but Canelo's moving up. So now it's soft. Same thing will happen to Roy Jones Jr., right? He ain't fighting nobody. Canelo ain't fighting nobody. Mayweather is cherry picking. Nobody want to give credit to nobody, man. Canelo is not. It wasn't supposed to be easy for Canelo Alvarez. He moved up. He made it look easy because skills pay the bills. He made it look easy because he put in the hard work. We can't take away Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? Because these other guys got knocked out. They put in the same time. They probably started fighting at the same age that Canelo Alvarez started fighting. I don't want to hear that shit, man. Come on, man. That's that. We're so in tune of taking credit away from people, man. There's in every era, there's gonna be somebody great. There's always gonna be that one fighter, that one player, that one athlete that there's athletes that they're a freak of nature. There's other athletes that, you know what I'm saying, they're ahead of their time. You know what I'm saying? Give credit. See, right now, Canelo Alvarez don't look invincible. It's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing for the sport of boxing. Lara was another Rego, man. Stop hating. Throw me a name and nobody career pinching shutouts. Chocolatito needs to be on the list. Hey, again, I will put him on the list, but he's not a champion. I can't put him over a champion because if we put him over a champion, if we put them over a champion, then we are contradicting ourselves. When we say that, oh, Gervonta Tank Davis not fighting the best, not fighting for the belts, not fighting to be champions and stuff like that, got a J. If we don't give credit, then we're sounding like Leonard Ellaby. If we saying that this person is a pound for pound and we taking away, let's say, okay, my pound for pound a couple of weeks ago, because Earl Spence wasn't active, I had Stephen Fulton there, a two belt holder, right? So who should I take out? All right, take out any champion right now. Who should I take out? Shakur Stevenson for Chocolatito, and he's a 2-division world champion, and beat Jermell Herring and Oscar Valdez back to back. Should I take Kazuto Ioka, that's 4-division world champion, active as well? Should I take him out? Maybe, but he's a champion right now. You know what I'm saying? If Chocolatito is in, shit, we don't even have no Nito Donaire in, and he a champion. You know? Daryl Alexander. Daryl was good. Speak on them goofy scorecards in Canelo fight. Those are the worst scorecards. That's corrupted right there. Corrupted. Corruption. You saw the first 4? Every scorecard was identical the same. I ain't never seen that shit. That shit, And y'all sitting in different spots? Nah. Jackie Hernandez in the building. Good looking out. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Rachel Donet said, who list? My list. Yeah, we're talking about my list or other people's list as well. You know, everybody got a list. Everybody got an opinion. I'm saying that I won't put Rachel Donaire. Shout out to Rachel Donaire, one of the manager of the year nominee. Do you feel an unchampion should be in a pound for pound list and taking out a champion? Do you feel like that? Shout out. Take out Spence, Taylor, Bivol, Jermell. They never moved through the weight classes. I ain't gonna take them out. You crazy? Come on, guys. You really gonna say that Josh Taylor's not gonna be king? You gonna say that Josh Taylor is not on the list because he's pound for pound? I mean, he's undisputed. Jermell Charlo has a chance to be undisputed. Earl Spence got one more belt to be undisputed. You don't want them on a pound for pound? Come on, guys. Come on. Chocolatito is badass. I love Chocolatito. But I can't take him. I can't put him in and take This is the reason why I be arguing with people in Twitter with Lomachenko. Lomachenko, nah. Come on. I think usually on who they fight, some of these guys on the list haven't fought competitive competition. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Alexander Usyk, undisputed at cruiserweight, went to the heavyweight, beat Anthony Joshua, gave up 20 plus pounds. Canelo Alvarez, 4-division world champion, still currently undisputed. Terrence Bud Crawford, 3-division world champion. They say that his undisputed 140 run, it was an easy run. Now they're trying to say that Canelo Alvarez undisputed was an easy run. Are y'all gonna say the same thing for Jermell Charlo, that was an easy run too? You know what I'm saying? Earl Spence, Josh Taylor, Regis Prograis, Jose Ramirez, 2 top, junior welterweight, undefeated. Man, we could go down the list, man. We could go down the list. A lot of there's names that people could put on the list. They could put Nonito, they could put Chocolatito, Stephen Fulton, Lomachenko. Who else? Some people they want to put Tyson Fury, they want to put heavyweights. Mario Álvarez, díselo a la gente, coñazo, díselo a la gente. El pastor de boxeo, the man in the pulpit. Atlas broke it down. To be honest, I'm not an Atlas guy, bro. I know that Teddy Atlas, yes, he got all these brains. Yeah, he's been around boxing for years and stuff like that, but I got my own boxing knowledge, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate other people but I'm very secure with my boxing knowledge, and I do my studies every day. Every day when I'm not online or I'm doing the studies, man. I'm watching film every day. I watch Sandy Sandler films, you know what I'm saying? The grades back in the day shit. So I watch a lot of boxing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a student of the game. So I feel like my pound for pound list is all right. Any news on T.O.? Yeah. Coming soon, though. The news is coming soon. Should be announced next week. Tito. Boxing channels don't use logic. Facts. We keep it unbiasedly, logically, and objectively over here. Why am I getting notification on my own shit? That shit's fun. Pound for pound list, number 1, Usyk, Jake Paul. I just stopped right there, you see. Should we put women on the pound for pound list? I don't put the women on the pound for pound list, but I also don't disagree with Showbiz that put the women on the pound for pound list. I don't disagree with his list and putting women. I wouldn't do it, but he's putting it in. I don't really disagree. If you could break it down and you break down your logic, you know what I'm saying? Gotta respect it. I respect his list. All 3 undisputed champs did bad after they got all the belts. Teofimo, Taylor, and Canelo. Voting for open scoring and championship fights, Bivol putting on a clinic. But imagine 115, 113 going into the 12th round. Canelo and Bivol under the pressure cooker. Go big. Yo, that would have been horrible, bro. If Canelo Alvarez would have won that last round, it would have been a draw, bro. It would have been a draw. I think, to be honest, Canelo would have gotten so much hate. So much hate would have been disgusting. It would have been disgusting. And then looking at what he said after the fight, thinking that he felt like he won the fight, that he only think that Bivol only won 4 rounds. Oh my God. he was gonna be hated real bad, bro. He was gonna be hated real bad. That's why it's hard for me to bet in boxing. That's why people ask me, yo, you bet on boxing? I'll be like, nah, I don't bet on boxing. And it's kind of fishy with the WBA, man. It's kind of fishy, man. Again, I said it yesterday. Rolly versus Jackson Martinez, robbery. Fox, Michael Fox, robbery. Canelo Alvarez, Bivol, almost robbery in the WBA sanctioned those shits. Put women in the pound for pound list since you putting heavyweights on there. Shit, if I put women, let me see if I add women there, I will have Usyk number 1, number 2 Clarissa Shields, number 3 I'll pop Katie Taylor, number 4 Canelo Alvarez, number 5 Amanda Serrano, number 6 Terrence Bud Crawford, number 7 Ioka, number 9 Josh Taylor. Did I say number 7? What I said, Kasuta Ioka? No. Who I said number 7? Tyson Fury number 1. Women have easier roads to championship though. I don't know. I don't think Katie Taylor has an easier road to championship, bro. She fought everybody, man. I don't think she has no easy route. She don't have no easy route. She fought Jessica McCaskill, who's undisputed. She fought Natasha Jonas, who moved up as a champion. She fought Persoon. She fought Amanda Serrano. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Her resume is crazy. Katie Taylor's resume is crazy, man. She fought the best of the best. She fought the best of the best. Man, let's chop it up, man. I'm going to send the link. Let me see. Hold on. Wait. Before we get there. Let me see. Let me see. The fuck was that? There aren't enough women in boxing overall, though, Punch. I know, but we're looking at skills, right? Skills pay the bills, man, right? We're looking at skills. There's not a lot of great men fighters either, though. Think about it, because we put a lot of emphasis. Just think about the guy's resume. The guy's resumes are way stat pat. How you say it, like record padding than men. I'm sorry, the men got a record padding than women. You know what I'm saying? Think about it, yo. Look at Jerome Booth Ennis' resume. Look at Brandon Lee's resume. Look at Cole Brooks' resume. Look at a lot of these guys' resume. Fighting guys that is like 12 wins and 57 and 87 losses and shit. And they're like 10th fight. Crazy. Hey, yo, what y'all drinking today, man? It's Happy Hour Thursday, man. What y'all drinking today, man? The people don't hate Canelo. Let me put it in the back so it won't be my words. The people that don't hate Canelo, but they hate Canelo fans with hype, and the opponent starts at -4, all the judges' cards. I think they should they should just put the judges' scorecard on the big screens and stuff like that, man. We got to hold these judges accountable. It got to be. It gotta be. We gotta hold and we gotta interview the judges as well. This shit is whack. At this point, 2022, I gotta know the judges, man. We gotta know the judges. People don't understand how much money Canelo generates him. Not on top, a lot of people will probably be out of job in boxing. True. But I do think the rematch is gonna cost is gonna generate more money. I'm drinking the IPA. Shit, Con. I like IPA as well, man. I had a box of IPA. Had a box of IPA. But I like Foster, man. I don't know. Foster takes me to a whole. I don't know. It takes me where I need to be. I don't know why. I'm really not a beer drinker. But it just takes like wine. Wine, a glass of wine takes me where I need to be. Keep women's and men's separate. Yeah. We got to keep it separate, man. We got to keep it divided. We got to keep it divided, man. Pancho, man. I haven't heard Pancho in a while, man. Pancho, take it, man. Pancho, where you at?
Then it's said it's on me. Then it's let us know. Said it never means me. Had a made it bone. Wait a minute. What do you mean? What do you mean? Scream me when I'm low. Then it started show man. When it 90 feet.
Pancho, what's good? Rap star, boxing knowledge, what's good, man?
What's happening, my brethren? How you feeling out there, man? How's everybody doing? What's going on to the boxing world?
UK, London, Sheffield, Manchester.
Hey, Punch, I can feel it in the air. I can feel it in the air, even though I'm not with you guys in America, but I can feel what Jermell Charlo's saying. I can feel it. He's saying that USA, and there's nobody in USA fucking supporting him there, bro.
That shit,
he ain't getting that support. He ain't getting that support because if that was a fighter from England, he's going to get all the support. People are going to support him because he's British. Why the fuck are you Americans not supporting Jermell Charlo, bro? Why is all America not supporting him like they support Deontay Wilder?
Because he did you see, bro? Did you see the press conference?
Yeah.
How do you feel about the press conference? Like when they use, am I explaining it the way that am I explaining it right when he's like USA, and then the Argentina people, they just drowned it, and the Americans, whoever was there in the building, just didn't. What do you feel about that, man?
I don't know, man. Do you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing that Charlo knows that his own American people ain't really supporting him. He's out there trying to speak for USA, but I don't see him like USA people out there supporting him. I didn't see no USA flags. I don't see people coming out over there, USA behind Charlo. I don't know why I don't know what it is, man. Why doesn't the American fans, you know what I mean, support their champions? This is a guy who's going for undisputed. You know what I mean? Why is it America's not behind him?
Shit, I don't know. I don't know. Yo, that's the shit that I've been telling you about our culture. We got a hating culture. You know what I'm saying? American culture.
Right.
When we come out blazing. We come out loud when it's time to hate. When it's time to hate, American is the loudest one in the room.
No, let me just say this, bro. When I watch the American fighters, yeah, Errol Spence gets a certain amount of love. You see people, they ride and die with Errol Spence. You see people, they were fucking being delusional, ready to jump off of the cliff for Deontay Wilder. Yeah? So you know that Deontay Wilder got ride and die hard fans for him, even if he's fucking delusional sometimes. But for Jermell Charlo, bro, I don't see why the fans don't relate with him. How come Errol Spence, his stablemate, he's got a big fan base. They support him. You saw Errol Spence's fight with Ugas. You saw how it was all packed out there, bro.
I think we went through this. I know you disagree with me on this, but I'm gonna keep on saying the same thing. If it wasn't for look, he's from Houston, They're from Dallas. If it wasn't for the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones pushing Earl Spence, he would be just like the Charlos. I think that's the product of the Dallas Cowboys. That's just my opinion. If Jermell Charlo was a Dallas guy and you got Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys backing Jermell Charlo, you will see you will see it. I'm telling you. But that's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. I saw him from Coney Island, Leonard Bundu, right? The next fight, he didn't fight in America. He fought in Sheffield. Come back. Who was the fight? New York. Lamont Peterson. That ain't doing a lot of numbers in New York. And then you got the promo, Carlos Ocampo. That's when you got the Jerry Jones promo. And then the next fight, Jerry Jones. And then the next fight, Jerry Jones, Dallas Cowboys. So in my opinion, to be honest, I think more his fan base is like marketed with the football, and I think the people want to support the Dallas Cowboys, whatever they pushing. So they adopted Earl Spence, and he's in this fan base with the Dallas Cowboys and his fan base as well. But I don't think it's major fan. How much you think he'll make if he comes to the Barclays Center? Earl Spence comes to the Barclays Center and fight you Dennis Ugas.
Well, I'm gonna say this to you. I agree with you to a certain extent.
You think he'll sell 16,000?
Well, I'm gonna say this to you. I agree with you to a certain extent, but you're forgetting this as well. It's not Jermell Charlo's fault that the 147 division's popping. And I'm sure the chat would also understand this too, and so would you. Errol Spence is in a very lucrative division. He's at the welterweight division where every big name is there. And Errol Spence has also traveled to England and beat a champion when Kell Brook was a big name when he fought Golovkin. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think that also impacted Errol Spence's international fan base. I say, yeah, Dallas Cowboys might have helped his impact in Texas, but I also say Errol Spence has done a lot of hard work. He's also got the biggest fights. It's not his fault Sean Porter and Errol Spence was a bigger fight than what Jermell Charlo fought when he fought Rosario or when he fought Lubin, when he fought Tony Harrison. Yeah, they're big names in 154, but nobody really looks at 154 like they look at 147. I'm just keeping it real, right? The 154 don't have big names in there. Yeah, they got good names, but they're not as exciting as the welterweights. Errol Spence fighting Danny Garcia, it's a big name. Errol Spence fighting even Mikey Garcia, it was a big fight. All the Mexicans came out. So Errol Spence has been in bigger fights than Jermell Charlo, bro. And it's maybe not each other's fault, but Errol's in a way more, how can I say, a way more exciting division at the moment.
Shout out to HLD in the building. Shout out to HLD in the building. He said, Spence in Brooklyn sells 8 to 10K tops.
Man, HLD always hating on fucking every fighter. He's a bitch. Fuck that bitch. But yo, listen, I'm just saying this. Hey, yo, I'm saying this, yo. Listen,
hey, yo, I got you the leg, HLD. Well, hold on. Let me time in on that. I don't think the 8K. I think that they will buy 5K right away. The company will buy 5K. But I don't think that he would do more than 13K in the Barclays Center. Earl Spence, I don't think that he would do it. So I think he is the product, and which is a good job. It's a good job. Stay home. I did a video, and I said once before I did a video, I think it was a year and a half ago, and I said, yo, these fighters should just take care of their territory. Like if Bud Crawford needs to stay in Omaha, Nebraska, pump that. Just go sell out. Make your money there. Javante Davis, he needs to go to the DC and the DMV or New York or Atlanta. You saw how he did in Atlanta. He lives in Atlanta as well. Then stay there. Make your money there. So sell out. Make it your party. Make it your strip. You know what I'm saying? Until there's a big fight, then you go neutral. If it's a big fight, now let's say Earl Spence versus Bud Crawford, right? Okay, now they got to fight in the neutral ground. Then fight in Las Vegas, right? Vegas or Cali or New York or something like that. You know what I'm saying? in my opinion. But I think that these guys should just stay home and do their thing. But I don't think that Errol Spence will do numbers in New York. I think that's a Dallas thing. And the Jerry Jones thing, I think if the Charlo brothers was from Texas and they was pumping them like that, a fight like this magnitude, undisputed, I'm telling you, bro. I am telling you. It'll be different. It'll be different. But that's just
Right.
my opinion. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, but I just still believe Errol Spence has been in way more limelight fights. Errol Spence has been in with the bigger names. And, you know, at the end of the day, Errol Spence's fighting style, people like the way that he also, you know what I mean? That's just the way it is. Some people, they relate with Errol Spence. I don't know what it is. But I say this, though. Charlo has been doing a lot of talking, bruv. And Charlo's been telling the world that he's going to be knocking out Castano. And I'm saying this to you right now. Everybody's getting on that hype train that Charlo's knocking out Castano. Charlo's knocking out Castano. Well, I'm going to humble that situation, bro. I don't think that shit's going down like that. This guy, Castano's a tough guy. Hey, Punch, I just realized the other day, mate, that this guy beat Sergio Derevchenko in the amateurs. Is that true?
He beat Sergey Derevchenko. He beat Errol Spence.
Yeah, this guy's all-round fighter, mate.
But you know what's funny? That was my breakdown. That was my breakdown leading up to the first fight. Nobody was paying attention to the fight. Everybody was I think around the time, I think Jake Paul for like a week before or a week after, people was paying attention to that. I broke that shit down. He beat Errol Spence, Sergey Derevchenko in the amateurs. I believe that he beat Lara. They gave him a split decision draw. I think he beat Lara. He beat Patrick Teixeira. He was game coming in.
Yeah. But look, I'm gonna say this, Punch. Yes, Charlo is a bigger fighter. Yeah, Charlo's got more skills. I think everybody in the chat understands Charlo's a favorite in this fight.
Your Metro PCS mic is staticky right now. Your Metro PCS.
Man, can you hear me now?
I hear you, but I'm just saying it's staticky.
It can't be staticky now.
I thought you moved up like the Jeffersons, man.
Is that better now?
I mean, I hear you, but you sound staticky.
Man, you make me sound like a fucking alien. Yo, but what I'm saying, yeah, in the staticky voice before I come back, is Charlo, yeah, he's a better fighter. He's got more reach. He's got 5 inches reach on the man. Mm-hmm. He's way taller than the man. Yeah? But let's remember this. He let this guy come on the inside and take him to the ropes. Mm-hmm. He couldn't stop the pressure. Charlo now showing us that he's going to start early. That he ain't going to let this guy start taking him to the ropes and start landing on him and start, you know, countering on him and shit. At the end of the day, this guy, Castano, knew how to close the distance, bro. Mm-hmm. So what is Charlo going to do now? Stand his ground in the middle of the ring and fight the man toe to toe? Or is he going to use his boxing skills again and go on the back foot?
Look, I think that if you saw Brian Castano in his last fight and you've been studying Brian Castano and Jermell Charlo, you will know that Brian Castano fights the same way in all his fights. He fights the same exact way. All his fights is not different at all. He's a pressure fighter. He's an effective pressure fighter. He's a you know what I'm saying? He's a clean, effective fighter. And this is what I say in my take. He's clean enough. He's seen every style because he has a great amateur background. He's seen every style, right?
Let me go and come back though.
Go ahead. So I was saying that he's seen every style, and I said it earlier. He he needs to do his work more in the middle of the ring than just in the ropes. I think he was very successful when Jermell Charlo was on the ropes. But guess what? When you're on the ropes, you compromise the judges. There's 3 judges, 3 different sides of the ring, and if you pinning him in the corner, you pinning him in the ropes, you're compromising 1 judge, 2 judges. Probably you're not compromising. It depends on how you're doing it. Sometimes Brian Castano will smother in his own work, will smother in Jermell Charlo's work. at the end of the day, Jermell Charlo was landing clean shots in the middle of the ring, in which he didn't compromise the judges, in which Brian Castano was had effective aggression, but yet all his work and all his you could say that he was scoring was in the ropes. And maybe this is why the judges was so different in their scorecard, because once you keep somebody in the ropes all day, you could be smothering their work. They don't know if you landing. And I said this before when I was in San Antonio last year, right? And all right, I'm seated. I got great seats, right? But I'm seated. Look, when he got hurt, when Jermell Charlo got hurt, I saw it from like the back. So Jermell Charlo was giving us his back, and Brian Castano was doing his work. He got him hurt, but I didn't see the solid shots. I didn't see the solid shots of the body. I didn't see the solid shots because I'm in a position, and let's say there's a judge. The judge is right there. So maybe he's not seeing everything that's landing from his position because I couldn't see it. I'm only 3 rows back, you know? So I couldn't see when he really, really got hurt. When the crowd went, oh, I had to see it in the replay and see like, oh, shit, he got hurt. You understand what I'm trying to say? So Brian Castano would need to do his work more in the middle of the ring to not compromise the judges.
Yo, do I still sound like an alien?
Nah. So what I was saying before you left, I was saying that that Brian Castano, yes, he had effective aggression, but yet that doesn't mean that all the judges saw his work, because most of his work where he was successful was on the ropes. It was not in the middle of the ring. So you're compromising a judge, 2 judge, and things of that nature. Jermell Charlo's success came in the middle of the ring. So when Brian Castano got hurt, he hurt him in the middle of the ring, and he was hurt around the ring. You saw every time he landed a jab, or he landed a power punch, or he landed a counter shot, you saw it in the middle of the ring, which all the judges see.
But what you're seeming to forget, and I think Jermell Charlo seems to forget, is that Castano got good legs to even get away. Castano ain't as flat-footed as what you guys. You know what I did, Punch? I went and watched the fights again.
Well, I never said he was flat-footed ever.
Well, people do. They don't know. Castano was able to move around the ring and use his feet and start getting away from punishment and then come back into the fight. So one thing I'm saying is we can't overlook this guy, Castano.
How do you feel about the championship rounds?
The championship rounds, Jermell Charlo dominated. But what I'm saying is he dominated through the middle of the ring by hurting him. And then Castano was able to get away. And then Castano was able to hold him and then get away from the storm and still come back. Yeah? So what I'm saying is Jermell couldn't put him away. Now, Castano needs to fight with composure. Castano can't just come all guns blazing here.
I think he can
fight with composure now.
I think he could do it. But it needs to be more in the middle of the ring. It needs to be that you're outboxing him also in the middle of the ring. The same, look, if you go see the Lara fight, if you ever get the chance to see it, he did almost the same thing. You know, Lara, he fights on the outside, you know, he boxes around, he uses a lot of footwork. He was pinning Lara in the ropes. He did almost the same thing. But guess what? You're on the ropes and you're punching. Some of them is landing, some of them is missing. And yeah, for the fans, they love that style. Woo. For the judges, they like this. They gotta score it. They don't see it. Did that one landed? I don't know. Did that body shot landed? It's just looking too crazy. You know what I'm saying?
This is where I'm gonna say this, Punch. Jermell Charlo's a good fighter, but he don't have an Errol Spence jab. This is the difference. Jermell Charlo with that reach should be able to dominate from that jab, but his jab is not that great of a jab. It's a good jab. It can distract you, but it's not a strong jab. It can't get you. It can't, scare you that way. What I'm saying is Jermell Charlo lacks. What he needs to do is he needs to work from that jab. He needs to dominate from that jab, and he can't do that.
Did you forget how he became a unified champion?
I hear you. He can't do that.
But how did he become a unified champion? How did he knock out Jason Rosario?
Well, there you go, innit? To the body.
With what?
With a jab. But he was lucky. There you go.
So he made him call. Hey, yo, he caught a seizure.
Yeah, but
Jason
everybody
Rosario
agrees.
caught the Holy Ghost with
Yeah,
a
but
jab.
hey, yo, everybody fucking agrees that Jason Rosario is the funniest knockout we've ever seen in our life.
But that was a jab.
And we also know, you know, sometimes we know too much about boxing, and I'm sure Moonshine knows that he's had this conversation. Was Rosario an IV the night before?
Yeah, he was.
So, you know, there's things that was in that fight that people don't know about. But what I'm saying is, see, Charlo, he shouldn't be allowing Castaño to get that close. He shouldn't be needing to move around that much. If he's that strong, he needs to start standing there in the pocket, and he should be able to deal with the guy from his jab and his reach. Why can't he distract Castaño and use his boxing IQ and use that jab so that Castaño doesn't walk him down and
I
start
think he was.
landing on him?
I think he was using the jab. I think that the jab was in the same speed. If he mixed it more, if he mixed the speed, and this is why on my take on my technical breakdown, I said I watched the whole fight. Right, I watched this fight like 10 times.
Yeah, I've
And
only
Jermell,
watched it a few times.
now I watched this fight like 10 times slow mo. Yo, I
You're wrong.
remember that day after the fight. I was on the fucking road, bro. I was watching that fight. And y'all watched this fight like 2 times. Parked in the fucking, I don't even know what fucking city I was, or I was still in Texas. So I watched that fight enough. And then at home, I watched it again when I got home in New York. And then I kept on watching. I watched it again 2 times this past week. And I think the uppercut is there for the taking. When you see a guy come and mule you like that, and then he got a high guard as well, you got to shoot that uppercut. You got to go to the body or shoot that uppercut to the grill. And that's the only punch that he didn't use that night. And that's why I said if he uses that, then he's bringing something new to the table. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think what Brian Castaño should now realize is that he shouldn't be starting too early as well, because he gasses out a little bit. He needs to compose himself and start using his punches, not just for pushing a man back, but you know what I'm saying, calculated punches. Castaño needs to start to realize that he needs to make the best of his punches, because he punches hard. He goes for harder punches. Charlo needs to now start boxing and start weathering the storm, and then come back.
Now I'm gonna tell you the truth. I was there in San Antonio when Charlo landed a punch. You heard that shit. When Castaño landed a punch, you heard it. But when Charlo was landing clean, that shit sounded. That shit like sounded like, hey yo, that shit, damn, he took that shit. To be honest, bro. So I know that he got power. I know both of these guys got hurt in the fight, but I think the guy that got hurt the most was actually Brian Castaño. But let's credit their chin. Let's credit their resilience. Let's credit that they could take a punch. That's the beauty of this fight. That it was action-packed. They took a punch. They gave it. They took it. And a matter of fact, maybe the draw was a gift for us. A draw was a gift so we could watch this fight again. So,
well, we got to see how Charlo is gonna now start early. He's not gonna allow himself to get on the ropes that much. He's not gonna be the one on the back foot that much. You know, he should try and see if there's a way that he can be the aggressor here, because we know that Castaño can't fight well on the back foot.
hey, yo, man, people saying that I got a better, man, people on Twitter. Hey, yo, everybody follow me on Twitter, Mr. Moonshine 10. Mr. Moonshine 10. Hey, yo, I'm getting credit for my pound for pound list. I don't know. There's people that are saying that my pound for pound list is better than the ESPN pound for pound list.
Man, this motherfucking shit's crackling again, they're saying.
Man, I told you to stop with that Metro PCS, man.
There's no fucking Metro PCS.
Man, this is fucking 2022, rap star. You're supposed to be the man of England. You're supposed to be the man that knows the queen. I'm gonna tell the queen. I'm gonna tell the queen that you be with this type of whatever phone you using. How you disrespect the queen like that? Huh? Where in England you from? Huh? Probably Scottish. I'm tell the queen. Going disrespect them, making it look bad out here in America.
God.
I'm going to tell the queen, man. You
Hey,
making
you
the
know,
queen look bad.
well, tell the queen to buy me a new iPhone. I'm using an iPhone 12, man. I don't know
He
what's
said,
going on.
he
I need the
said,
iPhone. I need the new iPhone 14
HLD
coming
said,
out.
you cheap bastard, couldn't buy a mic with $100.
Man, fuck that. $100 don't do shit in this country. 60 fucking quid. What the fuck is $100? Listen, I gotta find that bitch. Where is he anyway? Hey, listen, Punch. How come it don't feel like the most exciting fight this weekend? Why is it don't feel like the most biggest fight in the world, undisputed? When Canelo was fighting, the whole world was buzzing. What's going on?
Was it? Cause the Canelo buildup was
Yeah,
kind of
Canelo was still buzzing, man.
quiet.
Hmm?
But was it buzzing like a Canelo event though? I think it took a while. I think it took like to the middle of media week for Canelo and to buzz. I didn't feel the buzz of the Canelo and Bivol.
I think it started buzzing when it was the weigh-in. The weigh-in really got it going. I think.
I think it's because they didn't have a weigh-in like Kalen Plant, you know what I'm saying, when he smacked them and shit like that. They ain't had that type of weigh-in. And I weigh-in, but they ain't had that type of build-up, you know what I'm saying? You still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
So what you feel about Boots Ennis? Boots Ennis, man. If he wins, he's gonna be the mandatory to Errol Spence. What you feel about that?
I don't know much about the opponent. I know he's unbeaten though, isn't it, Clayton?
I did a live commentary to that shit when he
Yeah.
fought Sergey Lipinets.
I hear you. I mean, I'm talking about Boots Ennis. I know about, but his opponent I don't know too much about. So, how'd you, how'd you rate his opponent?
Very basic, you know what I'm saying? Tough guy, but in terms of skill for skill, he ain't got nothing on Boots. Boots got everything, man. Boots got everything. He got everything, man. He got every weapon. He got every tool. Boots got one of the heaviest bag in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? I think that people just gonna want to see him with challenging opponents. He's still only what 23 years old, 23, 24. But he wins this fight. Shit, he's gonna be mandatory to Earl the True Spence. So they better get that Bud and Earl Spence shit quickly. And I hope the IBF mandates it. I hope. Even though I think they're not gonna do it because they haven't done it for like 4 years. If they do mandate it, what you want Earl Spence to do?
Anyway, Boots turned around and said himself he ain't going to get an opportunity maybe till 2023. So I don't think that it's going to be any time soon that Boots is going to be fighting for a world title anyway.
So you trying to say that the IBF is in the they got Earl Spence. What is it? IBF is
Pocket.
in Earl Spence pocket.
I didn't. You said that. I didn't.
Shit, he's the only guy that hasn't been mandated by the IBF. I thought the IBF was the strictest belt federation out here in boxing. He still haven't been mandated. That's just that's surprising.
Hey, anyway, what's this new? I don't want to change the subject here, but how do you feel about Dimitri Bivol saying if he has to, he'll come down to 168 to challenge for the undisputed titles with Canelo Alvarez? Is that a challenge or what?
I think it's a good. I think he could do it.
Is he? I mean, is he?
No, right. Let me. Can I debunk couple? Can I debunk couple shits here about Dimitri Bivol?
Go ahead.
See, I've been vegan before, right? So a lot of people question, like a lot of people saying, "Oh, yo, Canelo Alvarez is tired." Canelo Alvarez was tired, man. It was the third round. He was tired. He was tired. I'm questioning if he really was a vegan, because I was a vegan before. And one thing about vegan, if anybody here a vegan or living a vegan life, You know what you have is stamina. Stamina, energy, stamina. That's the vegan life. So for me, that you went out, that you was already out of gas in the third round and you were vegan, nah, that's surprising to me. Now, with vegan, you might not be as strong. You know what I'm saying? You might not be as strong, and then it's not so much that you're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? You still gonna have strength, but not that type of dairy strength. But stamina-wise, as a vegan, and you already out by, then I question if Canelo Alvarez was truly a vegan. And also, another thing with Dimitri Bivol, he said he waited on fight night 183. That's not big. He that's only 8 pounds of rehydration. I know Billy Joe Saunders came in even bigger than that. I think Caden Plank came just as big as Bivol. So I don't know, man. Punch, if you're vegan, you will fatigue often. Your bigger opponent is pushing you back. Nah. I don't know, Tito. He wasn't pushing him too back like that either. Remember, Tito, he wasn't pushing him back. Canelo Alvarez wanted to be on the ropes and was calling for him. Think about it. He wasn't. Bivol wanted the action in the middle of the ring. You remember when Canelo Alvarez was in the ropes and he was trying to bait him, and Bivol didn't go for the bait? Bivol was doing his thing. Bivol was beating Canelo Alvarez in the middle of the ring, not on the ropes. He was really in the middle of the ring. Canelo Alvarez voluntarily went to the ropes. So I don't know, Tito, on that one. Trust me, I've been vegan, man. I'll tell you like this. Ask any vegan, bro. Energy and you got stamina. That's the pros of being a vegan. That's the pros of being a vegan. So I don't know, man. Well, I know because I experienced it. I just figured third round, you're tired already? Nah.
Yeah. Look, my thing is this though, yeah? I feel right now, Canelo Alvarez taking an immediate rematch with Bivol. Is it really a good idea? And is he doing it for himself, or is he doing it for the fans, or he don't want to take bad publicity?
I think he should do it. Why not?
At 175.
It's funny now that even pugilists of the game is saying, oh, he should go back to 168. Yeah, because he lost. They didn't say that shit when he beat Kovalev. And people need to stop. Oh, this Kovalev was old. No, he wasn't old. Because see, now it's going back. You see how you see how people, the haters was saying that Kovalev was old. The supporter was saying, no, Kovalev was still good. Kovalev was still good. Now he's a future Hall of Famer. He beat Anthony Yard. Then he loses. And then they say, oh, yeah, but Kovalev at 175 was kind of old. So now you are saying the same thing that the haters were saying. So now they legitimize, the fans are legitimizing what the haters been saying for the last several years. That's what happens when people are so much of a fanboyish that you get exposed by debunking the narrative, and now you go and support the narrative. Man, in my opinion, man, look, Canelo Alvarez lost fair and square. He got outboxed, outclassed, masterclass performance by Dimitri Bivol. They went in there with a wrong game plan. Canelo Alvarez fought a cocky fight. Let's be honest. He thought that he was going to do what he did to his last several opponents at 168, punching the arm, breaking them down, and by the time after the middle rounds, he's going to take him out. Even Eddie Reynoso was like in the last round saying, that's it, you're not going to knock him out. He's too big. But you know that he was going to be big anyway. Yeah, I think talking about the weight, talking about the vegan, talking about all this stuff is just taking credit away from Dimitri Bivol. Dimitri Bivol was not that big.
Yeah.
Dimitri Bivol was not that big. Dimitri Bivol weighted 183. He didn't even rehydrate it to 190, 195, 193, nothing like that. So just give all the credit to Dimitri Bivol. And I think that Canelo Alvarez is great enough to go back to the drawing board and actually adjust. And I think that he probably has still a chance to beat Dimitri Bivol. But Dimitri
At
Bivol,
175.
yeah. Why not?
I believe this. Dimitri Bivol has opened his mouth now. He's very confident. He said he will come to 168 to take Canelo's undisputed belts. He wants to give that a go. I think Canelo Alvarez should say, come to my weight division now. Because Canelo's the king at 168. True or not?
He is, but nah.
Right?
Nah, I won't do it.
What,
I mean,
wait. Dimitri Bivol's challenging him. He says, if you don't want to do 175, I'll come to 168. Now, if I was Canelo, I'll say, come to 168. Because at 168, Canelo should deal with Bivol. Bivol's too much weight cut. Canelo will fuck him up.
So why he went to 175?
To prove in it, to do something which was legacy, to be great.
Did he? What was the end game to go to 175?
Well, for him to go and get more legacy, bro, to beat a guy who's #1 WBO champion.
But he already beat Kovalev.
But he's now trying to challenge himself again with the other champion.
I know, but what was the end game?
Well, the end game is he got the WBO belt. Then what? He's going, but maybe could entice him to fight the winner of Joe Smith Jr.
But that wasn't the deal, though. His deal wasn't going to 175 and become the undisputed because his contract deal was not that. He went to fight Bivol to fight Triple G. And then he said then he's gonna go to PBC. Remember, Eddie Reynoso said that next year that maybe we could fight Charlo in Cinco de Mayo. So was Team Canelo wanted to become undisputed? Look, this whole shit, I don't give a fuck what anybody say. All this shit exposed themselves. Everybody, each side, PBC, Canelo side, they didn't fight Bivol to become a undisputed. He didn't go to 175 to become undisputed. Because the next move was Triple G. And then the next move after that, the contract is over. And now you're going to go to PBC like Eddie Reynoso and say that, okay, maybe we could fight David Benavidez or Charlo or the True Spence. Eddie Reynoso, these guys never said anything about Beterbiev going to talk to Top Rank and ESPN and fight the winner. Nah, that wasn't the plan. So let's be real, let's be honest. Canelo Alvarez did not go to 175 to become undisputed. Am I wrong? Anybody on the chat?
I mean, he went there to, add to his legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Add to the legacy, add to his bank account.
Yeah. But let me ask you this then. Right now, I'm going to ask you a question now. And I'm going to ask the chat. Was that a smart move? Or should he have took the fight with Jermell Charlo and David Benavidez?
Nah, I mean, it don't matter, to be honest. I think, of course, beating Bivol, yes, is you moving up. Yes, it's more legacy because if you beat Jermell Charlo, you being the guy, you already had that belt. You let go of that belt for the franchise. If you fight David Benavidez, you're not gaining anything, to be honest, because he doesn't have any belt. So yes, the legacy move was Bivol. What I'm just saying is, what was the end game of that deal? It wasn't an undisputed deal. Because Eddie Reynoso already told us what they was going to do after the Triple G fight.
Yeah, but you got to remember
They put it this way. Their business, look, I always said this and I said it with Buck Crawford, right? Business decisions speak louder than words. They overlooked Bivol. They overlooked Bivol. They overlooked Bivol. They overlooked Bivol. The game plan was overlooked. You could see it overlooked. The fight was overlooked. They was talking about Triple G. The whole media was talking about Triple G. They was talking about David Benavidez. They was talking about Charlo. They was talking about PBC. Everybody in boxing overlooked Bivol. Let's be real. Let's be honest.
Yeah. But right now, it looks like the wrong move. Because I'll tell you why it feels like the wrong move. Canelo is a pound-for-pound fighter. He already achieved it. He's a 168 dominant number one. Nobody can come near him. He going at 175 as a light heavyweight. He don't belong there. Now he going trying to make something happen there. Yeah, now we know that his power doesn't transform to the elites at 175. Now we can start to think that those 8 weeks that Kovalev had after Anthony fucking Yard, Kovalev was drained out, mate. They caught Kovalev at the right time. Do you agree or don't disagree?
You signed a contract, man.
Do you agree or disagree?
Nah.
They caught Kovalev at a wrong time, bro. Gave him 8 weeks to train.
Hey, then train.
8 weeks after a fight where he nearly got knocked out by Anthony Yard.
And hey, Andy Ruiz only had 4 weeks and beat Anthony Joshua in Madison Square Garden. If you're a professional, you're a professional. They gave you 8 weeks. You got 8 weeks camp. So what?
What I'm saying is that Kovalev fight was a smart choice. The Bivol fight was overlooked. I agree with you.
I think, I'll go with King KO. I think 8 weeks is enough. He only say that because he lost. And now people are saying this because Canelo lost. Oh, he's not in his right weight class because he lost. When he beat Kovalev, nobody said nothing about it. Nobody said nothing about size. Nobody said nothing about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to keep it unbiased, logically, and objectively. Canelo Alvarez been in 175. People acted like he never went up there. He fought at 175. He know how the punches felt. Matter of fact, arguably, Kovalev was the how you say it? He was not like a guy or we'll see if he got the power.
Gatekeeper.
No, he was a champion.
Yeah, he was a champion.
Not a gatekeeper. He was a champion.
I'm saying that you're looking for that word, gatekeeper.
No, it wasn't gatekeeper. What I was saying is that Kovalev was more proven than anybody there anyway.
But Punch, let's keep it real and let's keep it honest on this channel. Kovalev came out of a fight. They offered him the fight at 8 weeks training camp straight after the other fight. Kovalev said himself he took it for the money. He was having problems in court. He beat up some woman. Everything was going mad for Kovalev. This was the end of that situation with Kovalev, man. This was not the Kovalev.
Now we're going with excuses, though.
No, but it's the truth. They gave the man 8 weeks. So
8 weeks is enough.
Yeah, but not after such a grueling fight.
He knocked his opponent out.
Yeah, but he nearly got knocked out.
So, all right. Maybe you nearly got knocked out. You probably nearly got knocked out when sparring.
Yeah, but he took a beating in that fight too. You know? What I'm saying is that was not... That fight that he won was legacy. But they caught Kovalev at the right time. You can't deny that.
So now that's what I'm saying. Now we're giving excuses then.
No, it's no excuses.
So what? Because if you're giving that, then we're saying, okay, so Canelo Alvarez wasn't that great beating Kovalev. That's what he's trying to say?
No, it's a good win. It's a great win. But we got to remember that 8 weeks training camp wasn't enough for a fight like that, bro.
Why not?
Because Kovalev came out of a hard fight.
But Kovalev is the bigger guy anyway.
It doesn't matter, bro. There's conditioning in this. You know how boxing works. You know what I mean? Kovalev was in a tough fight. They gave him only 8 weeks. What I'm saying is Canelo's achieved greatness.
He had enough, man. He had enough time. He had enough time, bro. Come on, man. These are professionals, man. They came up taking... All you had to do is just put your mindset. Remember, Kovalev got a great amateur background. Came up like that. Come on, man. That's just my opinion. You know, 8 weeks is enough, man. We seen Andy Ruiz, achieve greatness in 4 weeks.
Man, what can I tell you guys, man? At the end of the day, the man had a tough fight. 8 weeks for a fight with Canelo Alvarez, pound for pound. I think Kovalev got hurt because of that reason, bro. He wasn't conditioned enough for that fight. But what I'm saying is, look, that was a great win. But Bivol showed us that Canelo's power is not transforming with elites at 175.
Hold on. I got you right here, Bramstone. Go to keep on talking to the people. Let me.
I'm saying, isn't that true? That Canelo's power with Bivol showed us that his power is not transforming at 175.
Maybe Bivol could take the punches. Maybe not everybody else at 175 could take his punches.
You think that guy, the Kazakhstani monster, cannot take the punches? I'm saying Canelo should now dominate 168. What do you think, Punch?
I think he could still. Yes, he's undisputed at 168. He got responsibility, but I still think that he could go to 175. He go to 175 and get the rematch. Go get it. You're great.
Now he's a
Why
warrior.
not?
Canelo's a fucking crazy fucking man. He's a warrior. Maybe it hurt his feelings. Maybe it hurt his fucking pride and say, nah, I got to do this. But I just think he don't need to. He don't need to do that, Punch, I'm saying. He don't need to go to 175. He got great fights at 168. Yeah, if he beats everyone at 168, then maybe he ain't got no choice.
Look at Julio Cesar Chavez. I don't want to hear it. He fought Pernell Whitaker. September.
Man, now you're going to the 70s and 80s. Jesus Christ.
Nah, this ain't the 70s. This is the 90s.
Early
He
90s.
fought Pernell
Early
Whitaker.
90s. Early
Hall
90s.
of Fame, Pernell Whitaker, September 10th. Majority decision. Tough fight. Julio Cesar Chavez fought the next month. Mike Powell, TKO. He fought 2 months after. Andy, undefeated, retired him. He fought 1 month after. Frankie Randall. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I'm not lying to y'all, bro. Look at this. 1 month. Pernell Whitaker. The next month, Mike Powell. 2 months, Andy. The next month, Frankie Randall.
Sounds really good.
4 weeks to fight. 4 weeks to fight another one of the best fighters at that era as well. Come on, man. And we talking about 8 weeks. He ain't got no 8 weeks, and he a great fighter. Man, you got enough time.
Well, you know, it's funny how you went to Chavez
Maybe he wasn't
Senior.
dedicated to the game.
It's funny how you went to Chavez Senior in the 90s. Name me another motherfucking fighter who's going to be fighting another championship against the #1 pound for pound in 8 fucking weeks.
What I'm saying is
There
8
ain't
weeks
no
is
fighter
enough.
who does that. Nobody does that.
8 weeks is enough.
Bro, hey, listen. It might be enough, but it doesn't happen. There's reasons why it don't happen.
Why
bro.
is the reason? What's the reason? Because you're
Because
not
a man
dedicated
can't
enough.
be in a
You're
tough
not
fight.
dedicated like Julio Cesar Chavez Sr.
Yeah,
That's
because
why.
nobody's like Chavez Senior.
They laid
No
a
motherfucker
blueprint.
is
You're
nowadays.
supposed to have the evolution
None
of
of these
boxing.
motherfuckers are like Chavez
Why
Senior,
they don't
bro.
have the evolution of
None
boxing?
of these
They paved the
motherfuckers
way.
are like Chavez
They
Senior.
paved the way. Why you not
Yeah,
acting like
well,
the
these
guys that paved the
motherfuckers are
way?
not like that anymore. Why are you comparing a guy who was fighting from a different spirit? These guys don't fight like that, bro.
Also, so you gonna give them an excuse because they don't have the same spirit?
Nah, we got to remember that. We're talking about a man in 2020 fucking now. We're not talking about the man in 1990s. A man in the 1990s was fighting every 2 months, 3 months maybe. These guys don't
If
even
you was
fight
dedicated,
once a fucking
if you
year.
was dedicated to the game, then you'll get back on track. Boxing, bro, this gotta be your bitch. Boxing gotta be wifey. Boxing gotta be your bottom bitch.
Bro, these fighters today, there is
You don't got
no
time
fighter.
for family. You don't got time for family, no kids.
Go
This
on.
is boxing. This is the honest truth. And I would tell any young fighter any fighter like this. Everything comes second. Your mama, your daddy, your kids, everything. You gotta put everything. You gotta love this. This is your wifey. Boxing is your wifey. You know what? You gotta live it like that because this is a life or death sport. And if your mind ain't right in this sport, in that ring, you're gonna get badly hurt. And we seen it. We know fighters. You gonna get badly hurt. You got baby mama issues, you got kid issues, you got whatever issues, you got drug addiction issues, you got weight issues. You're gonna get badly hurt in that ring. The people that survive is also the family structure around that your wifey, your you know what I'm saying, or your family structure around you that just understand your life. You know what I'm saying? It is. You gotta marry this shit. Like Sergey come on, man. If I say if Sergey Kovalev was like, hey, yo, I got Canelo. What? I got Canelo. I'm back in the gym, motherfucker. I'm back in the gym. And he's smaller than me, too. I'm getting this money and I'm getting legacy. I'm going way back to the top. I'm going back to the top. He's stupid. I'd be like, that's how I think. Canelo is stupid to try to test me on my weight class. I'm the crusher. I am Drago.
Nah, what I'm saying is, though, you know, we saw a fresh fighter, Bivol, a young, hungry, 175 champion, and we've seen a big difference there, right? So, you know, maybe today, the fighters of today, Kovalev's past that, mate. Kovalev was past that. But look, Canelo's done some great things, bruv. My question is this. He's a great fighter, one of our best of our era. But will he become great at 175? Very tough. Very tough. And he don't need to be at 175, if you ask me. 168, go clean up everybody, man. You got big money fights. How much were they paying him for? David Benavidez and Jermell? Even your best friend, Gennady Golovkin, can give him a fight again. You know, he's got big fights at 168. Does he have to fight at 175 for you, Punch, or the chat? Do you?
He don't have to. He don't have to because he don't have to because, you know what I'm saying, he's a.
Yeah. But would you like to see him stay at 175?
I could see him go rematch. I could see a rematch. Look at Julio Cesar. Look at Oscar de la Hoya. Look at Oscar de la Hoya. Look at Oscar de la Hoya, my brother, for Pernell Whitaker, April 12th. Then for David Kamau on June 14th. 8 weeks. Then after that, on September, for Hector Camacho. Come on, man.
Can you name me any fighter of today?
Come on, man. That's Oscar de la Hoya, the pretty boy.
Can you
name
me a fighter of today?
Hoya, the people that say that he wore lingerie, Victoria's Secret.
Man, he would have beat the fuck out. He would have beat the fuck out of people with his lingerie.
With his lingerie and stilettos.
Hey, hold up.
Look at that shit. And me just looking at it right now. Julio Cesar Chavez, no, Pernell Whitaker, April, 2 months later, David, 3 months later, Hector Camacho. 3 months later, Wilfred Rivera. Come on, man. He was an animal, bro. These guys are animals, man. I came in this era. You know what it is? Sometimes we don't want to talk about and we don't want to we don't want to compare the past to today. But in the respect level, I'm sorry. I was in this era. I was in this era. So it's not about comparing. It's about, this is why you see a lot of people from our era that was in the 90s and seen these fights. It's hard. It's hard for, I respect fighters, right? Modern day wars, modern day gladiators. But it's hard. It's hard to respect them like we respect the others before because these guys fought.
I mean, it's very tough, isn't it? Because
look at this. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, these guys, they fought not just each other. Man's like Roberto Duran, yeah? He went and fought at such weight classes. We're saying that Canelo shouldn't fight at 175. Fucking Roberto Duran was a tiny fighter. He ended up at fucking what weight class, Punch?
Middleweight.
The man ended up in beating a man which was called Iran Barkley. Remember that guy?
Mm-hmm.
There was no fucking reason Roberto Duran needed to be at that weight, but it was just a fighter in him. You know what I mean? But today, it's a different time. There's only a couple of people like Canelo.
Look at this. Look at this. Go ahead. Hold on. Let me check something.
Yeah, I think I'm alienated again. Can you hear me properly now?
I hear you.
All right, cool. But yeah, what I'm saying is, bruv, it's a different time now, man. We can't expect fighters to fight every 2-3 months. You're lucky to get a champion to fight twice a year if you're fucking lucky.
Shit, Roberto Duran was fighting. Psh,
Tell me, talk to me.
he was fighting like 4 times a year.
And what weight did he start at?
Light. Yeah, light.
And he ended up at what? Super middleweight.
Nah, middleweight. I don't know what the heck the Camacho bout. That was the last. That was when he retired. Yeah, middleweight.
This man fought fucking everybody. Everybody. Sugar Ray Leonard fought everybody. Thomas Hitman Hearns fought everybody. Different times. And they were willing to fight champions 2-3 times a year. They were willing to fight champions 3 times a year.
I think these fighters will fight a lot, but I think the network is different. I think the business of boxing is different when it comes to network. I think it's more. I think the networks has more shows. The network has more sporting events. You know what I'm saying? That's what the network have to do a lot with what's going on in boxing. This is why. Yo, can you imagine if they didn't have the zone?
Wow.
Can you imagine if they didn't have an app?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Top Rank got ESPN. You remember that before the zone, where was Golden Boy Promotions? You remember? They had ESPN, they had Facebook. Remember? They was putting fights on Facebook.
They were doing big on the Facebook, weren't they, for a bit?
Yeah, on Facebook. That's how bad it was getting. A lot of people talk trash about Triller, but shit, it looks like, yo, these fighters. That's why I'm pumping. Everybody go support Mickey Bay versus Tevin Farmer, May 21st in Dubai, because these guys don't want to retire, bro. It's that the business of boxing is forcing them out. Why Tevin Farmer can't get a date? Why Tevin Farmer can't get a fight? He was just a world champion a couple of years ago. Why he can't get a fight? You think Mickey Bay retired? He didn't retire. You think Luis Collazo really wanted to retire? He told me himself. He's like, yo, the business of boxing. I didn't want to retire, but I got no fights. I got no dates. I'm in the shelf. That's why these fighters got to put their money, man. These fighters got to put their money together and do their own thing. Can you imagine if Earl Spence and Bud Crawford do what Tevin Farmer and Mickey Bay is doing? You think they could do it? I think they could do it. But I think that the culture don't want to take that risk. Earl Spence doesn't want to take that risk. Or Bud Crawford don't want to take that risk. They don't want to put their money where their mouth is. They don't want to walk the walk and talk the talk. They really don't want the independence. They really don't want to be the bosses. That's a real boss. They are highly capable of being boss. And Earl Spence and Bud say, yo, let's do this ourselves, man. Fuck it. Let's rent a place. Let's buy the arena. We're going to make money.
The problem is Eddie Hearn told Teofimo Lopez this to his face. He said, yeah, you guys want to be promoters. He goes, even Devin Haney or Canelo cannot do it without promoters because you guys are boxers. You're not business minded as promoters. The things with boxers is you're great at doing boxing. You're not great at hosting fights. You're not great at making TV network deals.
Nah. What he
No,
said was
I'm just
he.
saying is
No,
what
what
he
he
was
said.
saying. Go on.
No, he said you wouldn't take the risk because you wouldn't put
Oh
the money
yeah,
up.
I was coming
That's
to
what
that.
he said.
He said you ain't gonna put the money like I am, and you ain't gonna. And what did he say to Teofimo? He said Canelo might be number one, but he ain't gonna risk the money that we are.
He said I could take the loss. You can't afford to take the loss.
Right.
You can't afford to take the risk to take the loss. But think about it. Does Bud Crawford or Earl Spence make money?
Well, of course they can make some money. You know they can do 400,000 pay-per-views. You keep saying.
Do you know that doesn't cost that much to rent an arena for an
I
event?
hear you. There's licenses in place.
Look at this. Look at this. Let's talk facts. Rent. What? Name me any place. Barclays Center, Madison Square Garden. Let's say rent Madison Square Garden. Rent Madison Square Garden. I'm going to the Madison Square website. Let me see. Capacity 19,000. Let me see details. I know there was a price somewhere. Hold on. Shit, let me see. Where is that? Keep on talking to the people, rap star. I'll find it.
Yo, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, what I was saying is, like I said, yeah, you might be able to be two boxers with a big fan base. You might be able to sell a big pay-per-view between the both of you, but you need licenses in place. You need, you got to get the TV network. You got to get the venue. You got to get, there's so many different aspects what takes place just to have a boxing match. It's not that simple sometimes as well. It might sound it, but you're always going to need the person who's going to fund certain things. And if you're going to be funding it yourself, Mayweather would have been funding it. He wouldn't have needed Al Heyman. He wouldn't need Showtime. And that guy was a fucking billionaire. So I don't think boxers will be able to put the biggest fight up. Yeah, they can put a big fight together, but it won't be as big if the promoter gets involved. But it's not that it can't be done. Of course it can be done. Yeah, but is that, the sanctioning bodies also, they must have certain things in place. Do they just do a fight where a fighter can do a freelance fight, an undisputed fight with the sanctioning bodies where they don't need promoters? I think there's a lot of things take place behind the scenes to make a real big fight punch.
No, it does, but you gotta. Hey, put your money where your mouth. Put you that, and that's what I'm saying when these fighters be saying that y'all bosses and stuff like that. What you think a boss does? You gotta lead. Bosses take risks. That's what bosses do. They take the risks. If you believe that this is a big fight, if you believe that this is what boxing really, really wants, you put the money up. Or y'all don't think it's gonna make money.
Yeah, I think that's a different, you always need the guy who's going to fund the deal, who's going to fund the money.
That's what TGB is. So TGB, they will buy the arena. They will rent the arena. You know what I'm saying? They will rent the arena. They will flip the bill. But if you're strap season, man down promotions, and you Bud Crawford, yo, go independent. Go independent. Why is it taking so long for people to just go independent? If Mickey Bay could do it and Tevin Farmer could do it, why they can't do it? Can you answer me that? If they could do it, why Bud and Spence can't do it?
Because they're not businessmen, they're boxers.
But Tevin Farmer and Mickey Bain is not boxers either.
They are, but they're taking that risk because they got no other opportunities at the moment, like you said. Like you said, that Tevin Farmer ain't got much opportunities. Mickey Bay lucky to be in the fight because he been out the game so long. Inactivity kills you. So these guys are taking what they can, and they still doing it independent with a man from where? What country is that man from? Which is funding the fight?
Dubai.
Yeah. So they
They
got a
was
person
going
who's,
to do it in Africa, and now they're doing it in Dubai.
well, they're going where the money is.
Hey, that's what Bud and Spence should be doing.
But these guys, they have no other opportunities. Bud and Spence are big in the game. Already, you know that Errol Spence is with Showtime. Showtime got millions of subscribers, bruh. They just need to put Errol on there and they're gonna make money. So maybe Errol Spence don't need to take that risk. He already got it set.
Earl Spence is not signed to Showtime.
But he can use their platform.
But that's what I'm saying. That's means that you're free. You're free to take the risks.
Everyone can take the risk, but you're a boxer for a reason and you're not a promoter. It's not easy to take that risk. Otherwise, people would be doing it. Maybe if you take that risk,
they scared to take the loss.
maybe if you take that risk, you even get blackballed from boxing after that. Who knows what happens to you? We saw what Bob Arum can do to fighters.
Yeah, but this is a fight that anybody will see. This is a win. This is a win. If they don't, I mean, maybe they're not enough money for Earl Spence and Bud.
Well, there's enough money for Canelo Alvarez, wasn't there?
Canelo Alvarez can't do it by himself. He need Eddie Hearn.
Or he needs the Al Heyman contract.
This is why, ladies and gentlemen, the best dude that ever did it. Let's give him credit. The best dude that ever did it in boxing. Who is it? Who is it, Rap?
There's only one. There's only one man.
There's only one man, right?
There's only one man, and he's a master.
Who is that?
The master chef.
Who is
and
that?
The most hated man.
Who's that?
Mr. Floyd Money motherfucking Mayweather.
No.
Yes,
no.
for me, he's the man.
No.
Yes, he's the man.
No.
Well, for me, it's Floyd Money Mayweather.
No, it can't be. It can't be.
It has to be for me.
No. He made the most money. The man.
The money.
The real man. The real dude that mastered the boxing in the ring and out the ring and is highly successful. Still running strong.
Oscar
de la Hoya.
Yeah, but Floyd.
Oscar de la Hoya is the man because he wasn't groomed for this. He was a fighter, and Golden Boy Promotion after Don King Promotions, they took over boxing. Let's not forget, Floyd Mayweather left Top Rank, and guess who was flipping the bill for Floyd Mayweather fights? Who was flipping the bill? Golden Boy Promotions. The only fight that they didn't do was the Manny Pacquiao and the Floyd Mayweather fight. So Golden Boy Promotion was doing Floyd Mayweather fights, Bernard Hopkins fights, Shane Mosley fights, Ricky Hatton. Remember, they even did Golden Boy UK. Still got Canelo, had the cash cow of boxing. Got Ryan Garcia, potential to be the cash cow of boxing. Oscar de la Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions, is highly successful. And coming from where they come from a boxer, Oscar de la Hoya, to be competing, to be one of the major promotions. When we talk about major promotion, we talk about Top Rank, we talk about Matchroom, we talk about Golden Boy Promotions. Am I right or wrong? We don't say Mayweather Promotions.
Now I'm gonna let you finish, and then I got my 2 cents.
All right. When we talk about major promotions, we talk about Golden Boy Promotions, Top Rank, Matchroom Boxing. Mayweather Promotion is not in those conversations. All right. I got Khan said he disagree. Do you know that this in boxing, this society is a very close society? Al Heyman, who Al Heyman used in the beginning? Who's flipping the bill? Who's flipping the bill? Golden Boy Promotions. Who made Deontay Wilder a heavyweight champion of the world? Who's with Deontay? Deontay Wilder was Golden Boy Promotions. Who made 3-division world champion? Adrian Broner, Golden Boy Promotions. Danny Silva Garcia, Golden Boy Promotions. Miguel Cotto signed with Golden Boy Promotions. Even they did a show where Lucas Matisse, Golden Boy Promotions, and Manny Pacquiao. Oscar De La Hoya is still the fucking man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I just want to say this. You know, you're right. Oscar De La Hoya showed the people the blueprint. And Oscar De La Hoya is the first man to be so powerful in boxing, yeah, that made the TV networks do the deal with him. Yeah. Oscar De La Hoya is a man that when he did the Floyd Mayweather fight, he ran that fight. He made the most money, and Mayweather was the B-side. He was the one controlling the whole fight. He was a man who knew how to do business with the boxing fraternity. But Oscar De La Hoya is way more clever than he looks, even, because he's the first man to be not just a promoter, a successful promoter, in fact. And that's hard to do, Punch. Everybody's tried, including Mike Tyson and everybody's grandma.
So peep this.
But let me
Oscar,
finish, though.
look at this. The Oscar De La Hoya, and Floyd Mayweather was Golden Boy Promotions. Ricky Hatton, Golden Boy Promotions. Marquez, Golden Boy Promotions. Mosley, Golden Boy Promotions. I don't think that was Golden Boy Promotions. Victor Ortiz, Golden Boy Promotions. Miguel Cotto, Golden Boy Promotions. Guerrero, Golden Boy Promotions. Saul Alvarez, Golden Boy Promotions. Marcos Maidana, Golden Boy Promotions.
Yeah, so Oscar De La
Floyd
Hoya,
Mayweather was making money with Golden Boy Promotion, and Golden Boy Promotion was the promoter.
So Oscar De La
fights
Hoya
and
was the
matchmaker.
man. Yeah, he made a power move. When Oscar De La Hoya made a power move, it was so powerful that that's where Al Heyman came into it. And when Al Heyman saw what Oscar De La Hoya was doing, not that he didn't have his own business plan and what he was doing in boxing, he took from Oscar De La Hoya. He found a way that I want to keep it real to get the American fighters, because most of them were American African fighters as well. And Oscar De La Hoya lost his relationship with, what's that guy's name, bro? Who owns
Richard Schaefer.
Richard Schaefer. When he lost that relationship with Richard Schaefer was manipulating Oscar De La Hoya fighters as well. And then Al Heyman started a way to pay more than Oscar De La Hoya. But Oscar De La Hoya was the man for the fighters in the beginning.
Yeah.
And Al Heyman, and then let me just say this: Floyd Mayweather learned the fucking blueprint from Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah, but the thing was Floyd. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then he took it himself and he destroyed that fucking part where the money that he was making, he learned that from Oscar De La Hoya, and he destroyed it. He took the blueprint and he took it to another level. But Oscar De La Hoya is the first man to bring that blueprint. Go on.
What I was gonna say, that Floyd Mayweather only took that blueprint for himself. That's the difference. Golden Boy Promotion has a stable of fighters. Mayweather Promotions, Javante Tank Davis.
Floyd tried in the beginning.
He tried, but
Smith, Anthony, what's his name? Anthony Fairfane. He done it with Badu Jack. He did try with a stable of fighters.
He tried, but it's nothing compared to having Canelo Alvarez and working with Miguel Cotto and working with
we're
Bernard
not talking
Hopkins.
about that. We're talking about the money blueprint, how Mayweather learned from Oscar De La Hoya and took it to another level.
But we're talking about as a promoter, not as a fighter.
Well, I'm just saying as a fighter, he learned from Oscar De La Hoya.
No, of course he learned from Oscar De La Hoya is the blueprint. What I'm saying is that Floyd Mayweather, look at right now, he got Javante Tank Davis. Javante Tank Davis about to leave. Who they got?
Now he's only got Tank Davis, really. When he did have fighters, he had about 6 or 7 of them before.
But that's a golden boy. But that's what I'm saying. Oscar De La Hoya had the goods, though. Had the goods.
But
Let's not
Oscar De La
forget
Hoya,
Golden Boy Promotions did. What's the fight that they did as well? Wasn't Danny Garcia versus Zab Judah that fight too? Come on, man. Yo.
yeah, but all those fighters got manipulated to a better contract, and Al Heyman slowly started advising them and taking them to PBC and sending them to Showtime.
Yeah. I mean, I think that Al Heyman.
There wouldn't be no Al Heyman power if it weren't for Oscar De La Hoya.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm just saying.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So for a fighter to come, for a promoter like Oscar De La Hoya to come from fighting to master the outside of boxing. Do you know how many people try to come to the sport of boxing? Even Mike Tyson had his promotional company. 50 Cent had his own promotional company. You know what I'm saying?
Jay-Z
with Rock Nation couldn't survive in boxing with all those millions of dollars. Golden Boy Promotion, Oscar De La Hoya is competing with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn that was groomed to do this, that was passed along. Frank Warren, Bob Arum, 50 years, 40 years deep. And Oscar De La Hoya doing this thing as a fighter. If I was a fighter, to be honest, right away, if I was a fighter and Oscar De La Hoya and I have like 4 different people talking to me: Bob Arum, Oscar De La Hoya, Al Heyman, Eddie Hearn. To be honest, the first person I'm speaking to Oscar De La Hoya.
It was like that before, until Al Heyman took the structure. Al Heyman slowly from behind the scenes started capturing Oscar De La Hoya's stable.
I was speaking to Oscar De La Hoya because I know that he knows the business and he could school me, and not school me, but also like you telling me, like Ryan Garcia, I feel like he's in a great position. Virgil Ortiz in a great position. I'm picking the brains of 2 legends, bro. Bernal Hopkins and Oscar De La Hoya. And I'm making good money. Al Heyman can't tell me what Oscar De La Hoya knows, nor Bernal Hopkins. Bob Arum can't tell me that. Eddie Hearn can't tell me that.
Yeah.
This is like free school right here. I think people in boxing try so hard to bring Oscar De La Hoya down. I don't even think Oscar De La Hoya really got a problem. I think Oscar De La Hoya is just a normal person. And I think that, you know what I'm saying, that he was living this goody two shoes image that he needed to keep. But he don't do what we don't do. Like people trip when he's a little tipsy. Like a motherfucker can't be tipsy.
Keep it real though. We gotta keep it real. Oscar De La Hoya did have the initiative. He did find a way, and he made himself in the top of the empire in boxing, not just in boxing, even as a promoter. It hasn't been done before like he did. But then he slipped.
Who was his partners?
Let me just finish, bro. He slipped. He has to take fucking accountability for so much yayo that he was taking up his nose. He got to take accountability for.
I know people that could function with yayo.
But listen, Oscar De La Hoya knows where he was. He was dealing with this business, and when he started having that party life, and the man was starting to have so much yayo in his life, you know Oscar De La Hoya don't fuck about. He got that Cuban flake. He's spending thousands of dollars to be with the fucking bitches. So what?
Man, half of these people on Wall Street on that flake.
Oscar De La Hoya let his game down. He put his mind off the game for a bit, and everybody snaked him. Everybody snaked him.
All right. So
Schaefer snaked him.
So that's so he was.
They all snaked him, bro.
And look, they all snaked him, and he's still on top.
Even still at the end, you want to keep it real. Canelo Alvarez snaked Oscar De La Hoya. How about that?
I did a video. I think that I said it. Un mal agradecido. Canelo Alvarez Oscar De La Hoya. That means ungrateful in Spanish. He locked in the biggest contract in the history of the sport of boxing. He locked that deal done for you. I don't give a fuck what anybody's saying.
No, but when you love Yayo too much, right, and you're off your business mindset, yeah, people gonna snake you from behind the scenes. Oscar De La Hoya obviously let himself go to a place that he wasn't looking at Golden Boys
Yo, you
properly.
remember how Golden Boy formed?
Yeah, but now
You know
Oscar
who
De La
you know who's the business partners, and this is what I liked about Golden Boy Promotions compared to
Shane
any
Mosley and
Shane
Bernard Hopkins.
Mosley, Bernard Hopkins, Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton, remember Golden Boy UK.
Yeah, that didn't kick off.
But I'm just saying that he was willing to break bread, bro. He was breaking bread. He wanted to form. Like, if you look at it, he was genuinely trying to bring in people like the boxers to take over the sport of boxing, them together. Has Mayweather done that? Has Bob Arum done that? Has Eddie Hearn done that? Has Frank Warren done that? Maybe Oscar De La Hoya needed to learn how to be a shark. And at first he was cool. Let's make money together. Let's break bread. Let's all be brothers. Let's take over the sport of boxing. And then everybody was trying to snake him. And now he's a shark. Now he's a shark.
Yeah,
everything he touches, man, turn to fucking gold, bro.
Yeah, for a while it did.
What would Flo Mayweather do if it wasn't for Oscar De La Hoya? Can you think what would Flo Mayweather be without Oscar De La Hoya? Think about it. If Oscar De La Hoya would have never said,
I mean, Floyd was still big. Floyd was still getting $10 million and
$8 million,
all that a fight. He got $7-8 million for a fight before that, and Floyd was getting more than Errol Spence and these guys. Even we were talking in the fucking early 2000s, nearly 15 years ago. Yeah.
if Flo Mayweather would have,
Floyd was making good money anyway, but this took him to another level. But you say Floyd, where would fucking Canelo Alvarez be if it wasn't for Oscar De La Hoya, bro?
I don't think he'll be far. But
Because Canelo Alvarez didn't know a word of English. Oscar De La Hoya used to go around the world talking for Canelo. Oscar De La Hoya is the one who put Canelo on the map. And Oscar De La Hoya is the man who put his name on the map for Canelo Alvarez. Remember?
So that's what I'm saying. If Oscar De La Hoya would have never said, you know what, I don't want to fight Floyd Mayweather, and he would have never fought Floyd Mayweather. And then when Floyd Mayweather left Top Rank and all the cars that Floyd Mayweather made money with Golden Boy Promotion flipping the bill, if Oscar De La Hoya would have retired and never would have had his promotional company, would Floyd Mayweather be as big as he was and getting the money? No, I think that he would
Floyd
have been pretty
Mayweather had a bigger fighter in the world, which was called Manny Pacquiao, which ended up being his destiny with Pacquiao.
But remember, Manny Pacquiao even got bigger by fighting Oscar De La Hoya. That's when Manny Pacquiao made his most money. The first time was fighting Oscar De La Hoya. Everything right that of Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, everything lead to Oscar De La Hoya. You was rich, you became wealthy fighting Oscar De La Hoya. Mayweather became $8 million to $25+ million. I don't think Oscar De La Hoya get the credit that he deserved. Then Canelo Alvarez, when he signed with Golden Boy Promotion, he said that he signed with Golden Boy Promotion because they was gonna make me an international superstar and they was gonna give me the type of fights that makes me a superstar. If it wasn't for Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions, Canelo Alvarez would have never faced Floyd Mayweather. Canelo Alvarez would have never faced Shane Mosley. Canelo Alvarez would have never faced Miguel Cotto. Those legendary fights,
Let me tell you something else.
It feeds his resume.
Danny Garcia wouldn't have done what he done because Oscar De La Hoya got him Amir Khan at the right time.
Yeah.
How about that? Danny Garcia was Oscar De La Hoya's fighter.
Oscar De La Hoya, whether people like it or not, I don't give a fuck about the fishnet, the coke, the stilettos, the bimbos, or whatever. He is the guy that he's the man, bro. He is the man. Everything leads back to Oscar De La Hoya. Everything, even to today, when we talk about PBC, it leads back to Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions. everything leads back. A lot of the shit leads back to Oscar De La Hoya. When we think about Deontay Wilder, we think about when he won the WBC champion, American heavyweight. It leads back to Oscar De La Hoya. I think if Deontay Wilder would have stood with Golden Boy Promotions, we would have seen the Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. If we would have stood with Golden Boy Promotions, we would have seen a unification bout. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, you can say that because Oscar De La Hoya ready to put his fighters in with the biggest challenges if they're ready. You know what I'm saying? He understands what the fight game's about. You only got a certain amount of time to make these big fights. But yeah, I think Oscar De La Hoya, man, he done a lot for boxing, but it looked overshadowed at the end. A lot of people, they cheated him. People don't realize this. A lot of people cheated him left, right, and center. A lot of people snaked him in the sport. Even the boxers, they snaked him, bro. He's the first guy to put even one of the Charlos on the map, wasn't he?
Jermell. I think it was Jermell. Nah, he was signed with Jermell, and Jermell wanted him to sign Jermell. And
well, Al Heyman's the man who came and broke some of that Oscar De La Hoya empire.
Man, these guys would have been greater. Can you imagine Gervonta Tank Davis with Golden Boy Promotions?
Yeah, Tank Davis would have been fighting some big fights a long time ago. A long fucking time ago.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Come on.
Just think about it, bro. Just think about it. Look how he moved. Look how he was moving Danny Garcia. Look how he was moving Danny Garcia. To be honest, Danny Garcia got a better 140 run than Terrence Bud Crawford. Lucas Matthysse, Amir Khan was big wins at 140. Then you got veterans of a Herrera. You got Lamont Peterson, whether people think that he won or not. That run at 140, Danny Garcia got a better run at 140 than Bud Crawford had at 140. Golden Boy Promotions.
Yeah, Golden Boy was putting people in big fights. You know? Al Heyman actually made some of these fighters lazy after. He started paying.
It did.
Al Heyman started paying the big money, and then DAZN started trying to pay more than Al Heyman.
It did. Look at even with Keith. With Keith, he fought Carlos Ocampo, who beat Paul Williams. You know what I'm saying? He fought Diego Chavez. These was fucking good fights, man, in the beginning. David Alexander versus Sean Porter. I don't know. Was that Golden Boy Promotions? Let me see. Maybe that was the last fight before they left. Let me see.
Yeah, I think now Oscar De La Hoya's biggest fighters can only be right now. It's only Ryan Garcia, Virgil Ortiz, and Jaime Munguia, if I'm right.
And those are big stars. And Zurdo Ramirez.
Yeah, Zurdo Ramirez.
And Estrada as a chick.
Mm-hmm.
So
nothing compared to what it was, though.
Munguia is going to be a superstar. Zurdo Ramirez is going to be a superstar. Ryan Garcia going to be a superstar. Is a superstar already. Estrada and the girls going superstar. They just left Cruz de Jean. I wish he still would have been there, but you know what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is there are no Canelos, there are no Mayweathers, there are no Cottos, they're not the fighters that Oscar De La Hoya had before. They're not them kind of levels. Yeah.
And I don't think that Virgil Ortiz is going to leave Oscar De La Hoya.
Why you say that?
Not going to leave Oscar because Oscar De La Hoya behind the scenes they helped Virgil Ortiz Sr., his family. I don't see Virgil Ortiz Sr. leaving Oscar De La Hoya.
Okay.
It's a loyalty thing that helped them out, you know what I'm saying, when they was down.
Yeah, and I think you need to rephrase everybody's fucking memory that Oscar De La Hoya is the first man to help Mr. Floyd Mayweather Sr. get
Oh
his
yes, sir.
house. Floyd Mayweather Sr., Oscar De La Hoya supported Floyd Mayweather Sr. to make it to where he's got a house and everything first
What
before his own son Mayweather did anything. Am I right?
when he kicked him out of his own house. Floyd Mayweather kicked his father out of his own house, and Oscar De La Hoya helped him out, got him a house, got him a Mercedes, and made him the richest trainer at the time. This is why Oscar De La Hoya. This is why Floyd Mayweather hates Oscar De La Hoya, because you can never turn back the hands of time. When you put your pops out, Oscar De La Hoya came to the rescue, and that will never change. Floyd Mayweather Sr. sees Oscar De La Hoya like a stepson.
Yeah, that's why
He
he
loves
said.
him.
That's why he said when this fight happens, I'm gonna stay neutral. Like I'm not gonna be biased in this fight. And he, in fact, said, I think Oscar De La Hoya. You can see why
He
people
bought the
say he
ticket.
won.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's a kind of sad story that Oscar De La Hoya had to be the man to put Floyd Mayweather Sr. on the map.
Man, Oscar De La Hoya done a lot of shit, bro. He done a lot of good shit for people. He did a lot of good stuff for people behind the scenes that I've heard in the boxing community, man. Virgil T. Sr. said, and I apologize, Virgil T. Sr., because he told me this. He said, the only man I trust in boxing is Oscar De La Hoya. That's big. He said, the only man I trust in boxing is Oscar De La Hoya.
Do you know the only man I see standing with Oscar De La Hoya through good and bad times is Bernard Hopkins.
And and come on, man. He's real as it gets. Bernard Hopkins could have easily left Oscar De La Hoya. Easily.
Yeah.
And the thing about Oscar De La Hoya, as much shit that people talk about Oscar De La Hoya, he's loved, bro. Everywhere he go, he loved, man. That hate around this media shit, that's just hate. But everywhere Oscar De La Hoya, he's loved. You know why? Because he fought the best, bro. Win or lose, bro. And then when he fought, bro. I don't give a fuck. Oscar De La Hoya is he's the man. That's what I was saying earlier. This is how we began talking about Oscar. Oscar De La Hoya is the man, bro. He's the man. He's the man.
No, he's the man, but a lot of things got overlooked with him. You know what I mean? A lot of bad decisions his way as well. Look at that Tito Trinidad fight. You really could have said that he gave that fight himself.
Yo, but everybody does bad. I mean, this is business, you know what I'm saying? It's like Bob Arum said once, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you fuck up. Not everything is a great, you know? This is boxing in the end of the day, you know? You think Al Heyman made all the great moves, Bob Arum made, you think, look at Eddie Hearn. You think Eddie Hearn made all the good moves? Everybody gets their shine. Everybody, you know, look at Don King. Don King lost of the face of the earth. Once one of the best promoters in the fucking world, bro. Where he at? Think about this. When Golden Boy Promotions was done, they still on top. They have a long run, bro. They have a long run. They probably got a 20-year run. You
But
think
bro,
so?
do you remember this? When Oscar came with his company, he says, I don't like promoters like Don King, what they've done to fighters. He actually came and Don King started going out of business a little bit. When
That's what
Oscar
I said.
came
Oscar Golden Boy took over. They took
over
over.
Don King.
Yeah. They became, remember, it was Top Rank and Don King. They became the next promotional company. They became the elite, the mega promotional company. He said it's cause his legacy's tainted by the lingerie. Man, I've been past the lingerie. People still stuck on the lingerie, man.
That woman set him up, bro.
I look at him like he's a dude, coke having fun, man. Kind of sure. I mean, it's weird, but fucking hey, when doing coke, guess he's having a good time. At least he's with a at least he was with a fucking chick though. Imagine if he was with a dude. That would have been.
Oh
shit.
man, that's sick. Man, that would be sick, man. This is a sick time nowadays, anyway. No, but Oscar De La Hoya's woman, she looks nice.
Shit,
Oscar De La Hoya's girlfriend.
How much you think it costs to maintain her?
I don't know, but his girlfriend look like she's worth maintaining.
That's that's a Barbie right there.
Man, I've seen her on Instagram with him, bro. She's a sexy she's got a sexy body. I don't know about the face. She might have had some surgery here and there.
The lips?
A little bit on the lips, but I'm sure she's sucking it good with them lips. Oscar De La Hoya don't care. Hey, let me tell you something about Oscar De La Hoya. He had a beautiful wife as well in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
His wife was a singer, wasn't she?
Hey, Oscar was a singer. Forget Oscar was so Oscar was so big, man, that Oscar was a Grammy nominee. Remember his album? So
I don't remember no fucking album from Oscar De La Hoya.
You don't remember?
Nah.
Album, yeah. Oscar De La Hoya was a Grammy. I said Oscar was a Grammy nominee.
Really?
Yo.
Nah.
Oscar De La Hoya.
Hey, if I go on YouTube, I can see Oscar De La Hoya singing.
Singing. Yeah? Yep.
Oh.
You forgot about that? Oh, boy, let me see what's watch.
Shit. He's got a fucking album, did he?
Yep. 2000.
Oscar De La Hoya tried to do everything, bro.
He was doing everything. I'm telling you, he was the top of the world, bro.
Man. Hey, listen, one thing I'll tell you guys right now. Tell them, Punch, if you think Ryan Garcia had women chasing him, Oscar De La Hoya had women coming from everywhere around the world.
He was packing
Oscar
stadiums, man.
The first man, Punch, to make women come around the world to watch him fight.
Nah, ain't nothing like Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya bring women to boxing like no other. Still. Yeah. Yo, I remember when we used to watch fights outside in the hood and put the TV out in the hood. All the ladies, all the cougars, the ladies, the mommies, the young girls, everybody love what Oscar De La Hoya was the first Aventura. Oscar De La Hoya was the Aventura, bro. Triple X that Oscar in the back.
Ryan Garcia ain't got nothing on Oscar De La Hoya.
Nah, he don't got nothing on Oscar.
And if there was Instagram today and fucking YouTube in Oscar De La Hoya's time, hey, women, I remember this, Punch, years ago. I remember women used to faint. Women used to faint like it was Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Oscar had the whole Latin community, all the women was on top of Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah, that was mad.
You got Oscar. I'm telling you, Oscar was the man, bro. Oscar was the man.
Yeah. Fuck so many bitches.
Bro. Good looking out, Triple X.
Oscar must have fucked so many bitches, bro. Every woman was throwing, every wife was throwing themselves.
Yeah, shit.
Oscar was the golden boy. He was the man.
Yeah, I think he got the perfect name though. The Golden Boy. He does got the perfect name, man.
I reckon Oscar's one of the boxers who's fucked the most bitches out of a boxer. Man, that's crazy. But yeah, his kind of fan base was mad. He had a different level of a fan base at one point. You know what I mean? And I don't know, it kind of changed after he beat Chavez, didn't it? It was mixed emotions from the real men. The men started to separate themselves with Oscar De La Hoya as hard, real Mexicans. They said Oscar was American Mexican, and they said that they were kind of offended by him. know what I mean? He was born in America and they didn't like the way he beat Chavez.
Look, nomination Best Latin Pop Album, Oscar de la Hoya.
No way.
Yes, sir.
Oh, he was singing in Latino, yeah?
Was it in English or Spanish? Let's see
Man,
Oscar de la
hey,
Hoya.
Punch Drunk went and bought the album once. Yes.
Shit, let me see. Let me see if they got him on Spotify. Let me see. Right here, son.
No, I can't believe that, man.
Hold on, I gotta mute it. Hold on.
Fuck off. Is that him?
I don't want to get Oscar de la Hoya, the singer. You Ryan Garcia can't sing. Ryan Garcia, you cannot sing.
You're funny.
Ryan Garcia, I dare you to drop the album right now. I dare Ryan Garcia in your height of your career, drop a Spanish album right now.
Man, maybe
Oscar de la Hoya was the man, son. Yo, the motherfucker couldn't sing, and people and the girls were still throwing panties at him.
Yeah, but maybe you don't want to buy the album. You might not want to buy the album.
One of the worst singers ever, man. And still, man, the dude was fucking selling like fucking Julio Iglesias.
He had all the women's hearts. He even started to sing, the fucking mad guy. Oscar de la Hoya tried to be a singer. That's funny. No, that's funny, bro. Wow, Oscar de la Hoya.
He was like Julio Iglesias for a while, son. He was fucking Ricky Martin before Ricky Martin.
That's funny, man.
He was giving Mark Anthony a run for his money.
Wow. Oscar de la Hoya seems like he done really well in his career, though. Killed it. You know what I mean? He did something that people have never done before.
He said, "Constant, not a dry pair of underwears in the house." Yo, man, Oscar, man, come fight again, man. See all them young girls that was the cool, and now they cougars and shit.
What's your best ever Oscar de la Hoya fight or moment?
For me, maybe the Ike Corte fight.
Really?
I like the Ike Corte fight. I like the Ike Corte. I like the Shane Mosley, even though when he lost. But the thing is, Oscar always gave his. I said the Ike Corte. It showed a lot of Oscar in that shit. I did like the Vargas fight though. I did. I was
just gonna say though.
I was going
that
for
was
Oscar
the
that
biggest
fight.
because Vargas was the man that was chosen. Vargas was the guy coming up. He was the Mike.
Caught cold with steroids after the fight.
Yeah, but he was the Mike Tyson of the division. They were saying, and boy, Oscar de la Hoya put a beating on Vargas. Boy, Vargas was never the same. He was never the same after Oscar de la Hoya put that beating on him.
And he was, and Mayweather Senior was eating him up, bro, in the corner. He was on him. Yeah, I think that was the best for all of them and shit like that. I was so, the thing is that when I was watching, I was so happy for Senior too. I was so happy for Senior. Yo, because I was, and I'm telling you, I was, yo, I don't think you don't know how much of a Mayweather fan I was back then. I am telling you, bro. I used to record Mayweather fights. It was Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr., and Flo Mayweather. I used to call them, to be honest, I used to call them the Three Amigos. When you used to talk about, those are my three amigos. Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr., Flo Mayweather. I loved Pretty Boy Floyd, bro. I told you the day when I told you I had a conversation with you at the time when I just stopped being a Floyd Mayweather fan was when he shitted on his dad in the Mosley fight. the Mosley leader to that 24/7. That was disgusting, bro. I don't give a fuck. That was a disgusting lot. 24/7, and he was the executive producer. He should have cut that shit off. You know what I'm saying? I hated that shit. I don't know why I hated it so much. I just hated that shit. I felt like he sold himself out. You know what I'm saying? Sold his soul. The way he treated his dad, kick him out the gym and all that bullshit. I hated that shit.
Yeah, we don't know what happened there. You know, Floyd Mayweather is, you know, he's not really a man to look up to away out the ring. You know, Floyd Mayweather is a man to look up to in the ring. But to look up to as a man out the ring, you can't include Floyd in that situation, bro.
Because all Senior wanted to do was be a part of his life, be the part of his success. You know what I'm saying? He was just shitting on them in front of people and stuff like that. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: look, once you shit on your parents, bro, in front of people, you gotta. Maybe he had a lot of grudge. You know what I'm saying towards his pops, but to do it in camera, that shit wasn't live. He was the executive producer. He could have been easily would have been like, hey, yo, don't put that shit out there, man. Don't put that shit out. That's just, and now we all see that shit forever and ever. Because once you disrespect your parents, you disrespect your woman for the whole world to see, then it gives a green light for everybody to disrespect them. And the bad shit about it, the only person that tried to calm him down and be like, hey, yo, push him away was Roger Mayweather. All his friends let that shit, man. If you was a real friend, hey, yo, my man. If I was for Floyd's friend, be like, yo, my man, that's nah, you can't do that, bro. All this right here, everything that you got is because of him. Regardless of how you feel, everything, all this Mayweather shit that's going on right now, if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't be having this shit. So calm down, bro. Yo, don't talk to your dad like that in front of people, man. Calm down, bro. If I was his friend, I would have just took him away, my man. You're doing it the wrong way, bro. ¿Qué te está pasando, mi hermano?
But remember, Floyd said that he was a little bit disturbed at the time because of how his dad was treating his mum. He said that as well.
Nah, that wasn't around that time. That shit was fucking with them. Nah, he was not even with his mom's around that time, bro.
No, something about how he was still talking to his mum or something. But look, I think Floyd holding a grudge about that as well, about how his dad was, you know, feeding crack to his mum.
I understand that, but the thing is, what I'm saying is that played into, they used that. They should have never used those clips. That wasn't like something live. This is something that they recorded, they edited, they put it out there. Nah, because it gives a bad impression. It gives a bad impression that you could disrespect your parents that way and things of that nature. That was a show. Yeah, it sold, but that shit was ugly, man. That was disgusting. And I remember when they was doing interviews with Senior, and Senior was hurt. Like, yo, I would never talk to my son again. He disrespected his father that brought him into the world and stuff like that. Come on, man. That was horrible, man. I saw a different type of person. That's the day that I stopped being a Mayweather fan.
But to be fair,
it had nothing to do with boxing.
But to be fair with you, Mayweather made it up later, and he turned around and came up in front of the world on TV and said, "Man, I love my dad." He gave him a kiss on the top of his head towards the last round of his fight, and then he reunited with his father.
No, yeah. But right there, I just stopped because I just wasn't feeling it. Like I value him as a fighter. I value him as a fighter and everything like that, but it's the person, bro. It's just the person, you know what I'm saying? You could be great and all that shit, but the person. Look what Ryan Garcia said about Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
You know, Henry said the same thing too, right?
No.
He said the same thing. That was his idol. He met him, and he treated him like shit. He felt like he treated him like shit.
That was same with Teofimo Lopez.
Same thing with Teofimo Lopez. So it's something about Floyd Mayweather and who, and you know how he is. You know what I'm saying? That over to look at Javante Tan Davis, look at Broner. Everybody feels a certain way, man. I think he fronts for the cameras. You know what I'm saying? You remember when he was training with Haney, and that's all front for the cameras. Oh, I want to
But
become a
Punch,
trainer.
come on, man. Look, the man walks with 10 fucking security guards.
He's fake, bro. He's just a fake dude,
What I'm
bro.
saying to you, Punch, right?
Nah.
He's worth nearly $1 billion, yeah? The man got so much money, but he ain't got that 100% unconditional people that he loves because he can't trust nobody.
You're gonna die alone. All
But what
that
I'm
money.
saying is he can't trust nobody. So the
You're
way that
going.
he looks at it, he can buy whatever he wants. He
He
can
already
buy
been bored.
everything
He's
he
bored.
needs.
He's bored. He don't got shit no more, man.
Man, the man's in fucking Dubai making another fucking
He don't got shit.
The man's in Dubai fighting fucking some unknown. You
Flo
know what I'm
don't got
saying?
shit, bro. All that mansion, all them cars, nothing. He don't got shit.
Yeah.
That's why he need. That's why to today he still need validation when it comes to even Canelo Alvarez. Even to today, look what he did after the Bivol fight. He put the ticket out that he betted against him. He's bitter, bro. He's
Yeah.
bitter. He's a lonely dude, bro. The only friends that he got around him is a bunch of people that he pays, man.
But whatever he could be, yeah.
He don't got a life.
But
I
all
don't.
I'm saying,
To be honest, I don't even want his life.
yeah. But
Yeah,
what
you
I'm
could
saying,
call me a cat all you want. I don't want his life, bro.
but what I'm gonna say this to you, bro. The man, he's a legend in his own brain. He's a legend. He's got all the money in the motherfucking world. He can go into any private jet. He can go in with any model. He can buy love on fucking Friday night, and he can sell fucking love on
He
Sunday
already
morning.
did that.
But what
That's
I'm
what I'm
saying is,
saying.
I'm saying Floyd Mayweather can own the world. For him, it's whatever makes him thrive. Maybe even Donald Trump don't fucking maybe have that. Who knows? Maybe when you reach such a powerful status, it's hard to trust people around you. Who knows?
Nah.
Yeah.
He got
Look
to
at
the
Oscar De La Hoya, bro. Oscar De La Hoya's lost his own wife. He had a divorce. Now he's got this girlfriend. Everybody doesn't have everything in life, bro. You can have billions of dollars, but you might not have true love. You know what I'm saying? It happens. Happens to people, bro.
he's alone. He still carries like five. Like ain't nobody want to do nothing to you anyway, man. You could be, yo. I think that Flo, man. Ain't nobody want to do shit to you anyway, man. Leave the fucking bodyguards, bro. Ain't nobody gonna do shit to you. Nobody. I don't think nobody really all up on him. Motherfucker need a fucking ride a bike with a fucking 6'10" dude that can't wipe his ass and shit like that. Get the fuck out of here, man. Mike Tyson don't need no fucking bodyguard, man. He could walk on the streets, bro.
Yeah. But Floyd is like I said, man. You look, some people say, would you rather be in Floyd's shoe or would you rather be Paul? Man, everybody would rather pick Floyd's fucking shoes, bro.
No, they just say Floyd shoes because they will live a different way with the money. But I'm
Of
saying,
course.
but add everything. And I'm just saying from the outside looking in, would you have all the money in the world, but have nobody, trust nobody, have no woman, your kids is all grown, your daughter having a kid with a dude that have like seven baby mamas and shit like that? Like who you
Yes.
with? You
Yeah,
still
it
seeking
happens
for
to a
you
lot of
you
people.
got all this money still seeking for validation. You saw the interview with the pivot, right? You saw Alex Rodriguez, you saw Flo Mayweather, you saw a businessman. You actually saw a businessman that was talking the ins and outs of his business. Even when you was talking business with Alex Rodriguez, Flo, man, people's running his business. People are investing. He got an investment team. Alex Rodriguez know his business. It's a difference. It's a difference. It's a difference. But you know, I like Floyd as a fighter and things of that nature. But I think the character, if it is a character or personality that he portrays, I don't like it. So I got the green light not to like the personality that he portrays.
Well, I just think sometimes
Haters! I don't give a fuck.
Floyd didn't get
Anyway,
the love from the fans anyway. He didn't give the love because he never got the love.
yeah, he didn't give a fuck about the fans. So now the fans don't give a fuck about you that much. That's why you get booed. You ain't give a fuck about the fans. He said, fuck the fans. I'm only here to get the W. Manny Pacquiao said, I fight for the people. So the people loves Manny Pacquiao because he fights for the people.
Floyd
But
fights
yo,
for the bank.
exactly.
So it is what it is. But look, you can't. No, who are we to say anything, man? At the end of the day, whether he doesn't have that true people around him or he does have true people around him, at the end of the day, the man's achieved so much, man. So
Yeah,
you know,
great.
it
But
is what
anyway,
it is.
man. Hey, yo, man. I'm gonna end this live.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, man. Thanks for chopping it up with me, my brother. Everybody in the chat. Love y'all. God bless. On to the next. I'm going to
Peace.
sleep. Please.